Dead Picks, what up, bud?
Yo, I'm just getting started with the post up on the top. So if I'm quiet for a second, just know I'm getting those links up there for the
Good
website
man.
and the DraftKings and all that.
Good man, bro. Good man. I appreciate it.
Hey man, got a rep.
Man, so I've been this ain't really not we're gonna talk about much tonight, but so I've been doing like a feature piece on Ali Abdelaziz. Like so I did a feature piece back a little while ago on AKA and how I thought essentially, right? Which led me over to the piece I did a few weeks later, which was on Kadyrov and his involvement in MMA, which both of those stories have one thing in common, which is Ali Abdelaziz. So I started researching Ali. Bro, I am literally going to have a special report segment where I talk about nothing but Ali Abdelaziz, bro. I cannot even explain to you. I am halfway through this story. I'll bet you I have 10 fucking hours into it. It is, bro, it is the craziest shit ever. Like it'll be soon. So like I'm not just teasing you guys with it, but like the only thing I can try to explain, and this is all verified information. None of this is like like I'm just trying to make it sound good. When I introduce this piece, this is how I will introduce it. A short briefing on Allah Rab Farig Abdel Aziz Ahmed, aka Ali Hore Abdelaziz, aka Ali Ibram Abdelaziz, aka Ali Ibram, aka Aladdin Rag Fakri Abdelaziz, aka Robert Earl Burton. I don't know a better way to explain to you how fucking crazy the story of Ali Abdelaziz is, bro. Like that's his alias list that's known. Like the ones on record. I've got like fucking police reports with this man, bro. It's the craziest shit I've ever like explored. Like I thought getting into Kadyrov and him training the whole country of Chechnya to become an MMA nation was ridiculous, bro. Ali Abdelaziz is it's like a story I've never fucking I just didn't expect it. I don't know a better way to explain it. I just did not expect the story to go down the rabbit hole that it went down, bro. And I found resources. Some guy did a report, and I'll name him and everything in the next space or the space that I do this in. He did a report in like, I don't know, I think it was 12 or 13, and he has all the fucking police reports. He has all the police records. There's a website dedicated to an anti-terrorist group. The website is dedicated to outing the anti-terrorist group. Ali Abdelaziz is on the cover. He's on when you go to that website, he is right there on the front page to this fucking day. This man and his ties in MMA is just not something I thought that I would find the way I did. Any old way. Close that down in front of me. A couple little hot topics to kill some time while a few more boys catch up. I know Andrew's going to be late. Trace had something come up, and Marin don't usually get in here until right around 10:30, whatever, 30 after, whatever hour it is, wherever you are, 30 after the hour. Looks like Conor McGregor is going to be a coach on Tough. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. Some people are really upset about it, but I think Conor needs it. Like, I don't know. I don't know what you boys think, but like, I fully think Conor needs Tough. He's coming off a bunch of losses. I don't feel like Conor's as big of a sell as he once was. Like, I know he sold well last July, but like, or the July before that. But Dustin's a big sell in himself. Like, let's not take away from that. So, like, I don't know if Conor McGregor sells the way Conor McGregor used to sell. I think with Tough, though, he definitely does. I don't know. What's happening, Rhino? Nice to see you on the mic, bud.
How's it going, buddy?
It's
I
fucking
mean,
good.
you gotta
love the idea of Conor McGregor on the Tough series. I mean, he's made for that. It's entertainment. He's entertainment. Why wouldn't they put him on it? He's on a losing streak. He looks like he sucks on paper at this point, but he's going to bring in all kinds of casuals all over the world to actually watch Tough again.
Yeah, on Ariel's show, I heard one of them. I think it was one of them. I think it was New York Rick mentioned that like this is a chance for Dana White to try to convince like the powers that be like this should be on mainstream ESPN or even more so like CBS on the weeknights. You know what I mean? Like it is a big chance for them to re-expose the show. It's a very big chance for them to re-expose the show. I don't care how anybody feels about Connor because I'm not a fan, but
It's
man,
not
it's a huge.
confirmed that Tony's in it, right?
No, so I guess it's confirmed that Tony's out now.
All right, well,
Maybe
that's
I'm
good.
wrong. Like that's all just like you can find reports that say both ways, but just by the people I kind of follow, I think Tony was offered, but Tony's out for some reason.
Why in the hell
Cade,
would
what do you
Tony
got on
turn
that?
that down?
Yeah, he's not he guys. That's all smoke. Like he's and I've heard this from one of my guys that he's like that's just talk. Like I mean you don't have to even hear that from a media outlet in general. You can just know that that's just not the route they're gonna take. They're not gonna. You can say whatever you want about Connor and how he's not active or anything. But I guarantee you, if you put him in there with Tony Ferguson and you saw Tony fight against Nate this last fight, Connor would fucking kill him. Like it's
He
just
needs to.
like I just don't I
Wait, but Cade, who are you saying isn't in? Are you saying Connor
no
isn't
no
in or
no
Tony?
Tony like that whole Tony thing is just
Yeah, so
like
that's what. So the few guys that I follow real close, like there's a couple guys that don't even have a lot of followers, but their shit is always on.
I was
Uh,
watching.
they make it seem to be that Tony is out. Tony was given the offer and the offer expired. Tony's just trying to like reintroduce himself to the conversation of tough now that Connor's
well
part of
if
the
you want to look at
conversation.
it like this, if you want to look at it for guys that talk shit, yeah, the season of tough might be fun with Tony and Connor, right? But then they get to the actual fight and they kind of expect what's going to happen there. And then, you could do like Michael Chandler. Like, I think Michael Chandler would be a little bit fun. The only thing with Michael Chandler is tough ratings. They do it, that's to build the fight, obviously. It's for more things, but it helps build the fight. And Chandler is just such a nice fucking guy. Like, even if he hates you, he's not much of a shit talker. So unless the UFC could get him to like talk some shit during the show, I feel like I don't know what direction they're gonna go with this. I mean, I feel like you need a guy that could talk some shit back to Connor and get in his head a little bit to get this show like rating up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I feel.
I don't think you need that. I mean, you can pretty much put anybody with Connor and you're going to get him. I was watching a podcast earlier today, and it's like, I can't remember the last one. The one's an MMA fighter, the other's just his brother, and he's the host. And it's like the Boz, they got like a weird last name, but they were trying to say that some lady made some accusations and the situation on Connor's yacht, and she like jumped off the boat and everything like that. And they were claiming that they thought that him getting hit on his bike by a car was brought just to like drowned out the noise of the whole situation with the chick saying that he was scared the living crap out of her and she jumped off of his yacht. So like they thought it was kind of odd how he was announced as a coach without an opponent for Tough, or whether or not that was just to like drown out the noise of that.
Yeah, but what's weird about that is so those allegations go back a year and nothing has came of it. But now what she's talking about is that she broke her arm when she allegedly jumped off this yacht and she wants some kind of compensation for that. But I found in more than one place that report goes back like a whole year. Like the story, like she made that report a year ago and I think it was already investigated and they didn't move on it. And now she's saying that she broke her arm. So she wants I believe that puts her in the situation to file a what's it when you file someone individually or like sue them individually instead of like
Tort
legally.
lawyer?
Yeah, you're cutting up real bad right
Really?
now. Yeah, it's like
Yeah, it's like staticky, bro.
yeah, that's the word. It's
Oh, yeah.
staticky.
Sounds like a drive-through.
Gee,
I don't
Yeah,
know the term, but you
if
know how like
I'll say this, Joe and Rhino and whoever else is a speaker in here at the moment. It's looking more and more like this Connor and the Ultimate Fighter thing is gonna be in my opinion, I think it's looking like it's gonna be somebody along the lines of Michael Chandler. In my opinion, like it just I feel like that's just the I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like Chandler's been pushing for that fight so much, and then Dana did come out and say that that fight is a real possibility. And I mean, how everyone may have their own opinion on how that fight would play out or whatnot, but I mean, it would probably make for fireworks if I had to assume.
yeah, I think Connor's too big for Mike, especially like 170. There's a lot of talk that Connor is coming back at 170. Like even his coach, even Kavanaugh has talked about he doesn't see how Connor can get back down to 155. I I personally think Connor is just too big,
I mean,
just absolutely too big for
they
Mike.
could have done Masvidal, and that would have been a fun fucking Ultimate Fighter season. But I mean, I just think that they have different plans for him. I really think that the UFC is really hoping that Masvidal pulls out of that burn, not pulls out, but pulls the Burns fight out so they can match him up with Leon if Leon wins his fight against Usman. That's what I think the UFC hopes to happen. Personally, I'm not like I said. I'm not obviously I'm not inside the UFC. I couldn't tell you one way or another for sure, but that's just what I think. But I mean, he might be too big for Mike, but I mean, Mike's a pretty stocky guy, isn't he? I mean, you've seen him in
yeah.
person.
Yeah. I mean, but he's not. Mike was not over. No, he's not. Like you could tell he's jacked. I don't want to take away, but like I didn't stand in front of Mike and was like, "Damn, this dude is
Yeah,
jacked."
I
You know
mean,
what I mean? Like it wasn't like
when I
that.
saw him, Joe, personally, I thought the same thing. Like, I think he's shredded for his size. Like, he's a decently sized dude. To be honest with you, Michael Chandler.
For his size, though.
Yeah, Michael Chandler's at the point in his career right now where I'm not saying he can't compete, but he's got a family. He's been in this shit a long time. Whether Connor's too big for him or not, why not go get the fucking payday?
Man, this is gonna sound crazy and off the wall. I think Bilal may get it. I don't know why. I know it makes no sense, but Bilal it would be a good counterpart. He'll fight him at 170. He's the only dude stagnated that's up there in the top five with nothing to do in either division. Bilal actually has a very sellable personality if you can get him in front of cameras. I see Dead Pick's thumbs down to me, but like he does have a sellable personality. He'll talk to the cameras, he'll talk back. Like he will do the things that the show need him to
Hey,
do.
Joe, tell me this wouldn't be funny as fuck. I don't know. I'm not talking about fight purposes because I think the fight, I don't know how good the fight would be or whatnot. Haven't looked into it like that, but I'm just saying, how funny would it be for Colby and fucking Connor on on the Ultimate Fighter? Bro,
I
that
was just
shit would
about
be
to bring that
funny
That
as
would
So
up.
that would be
sell.
the biggest sell. That would be the biggest sell the UFC could make. That's it right there. Like if the UFC could figure out how to pull that shit off, bro, that's like WWE level entertainment. And I'm not even taking a shot, bro. That's like legit WWE level entertainment. That would be
Do I
absolutely phenomenal.
sound any better now? Let's change the setting. Jesus Christ.
No. But
Yeah,
we
you're
can
still
hear you,
bad, bro.
bro. It breaks up so fast and so bad. We can still
I
hear
mean,
you.
I'm on
It's
a
cool.
mic.
You just
Like,
sound
how the
like
heck can I be off? I got a
what's
mic
that?
right in front of
Yeah, I
You
don't
still
know,
sound like
man.
me.
RoboCop.
You do sound like
All
RoboCop.
right, well, I'm going to connect. Maybe it's my
Yeah,
connection. Hold on.
Dead Pigs. You taped some fights this week, bruh?
Oh, bro, I was doing that all day yesterday and today. I only
My
probably like
man.
4 fights. I felt bad. I'm like, I'm being carried by the team. I gotta rep. I gotta put up some points. So I taped, man. I did some highlights, did some tapes. Didn't go as deep as I wanted, but for sure got some tape down.
Good shit, bud. Marin, I see you on the mic on the co-host, bud. Top of the day to you.
What's up, guys? How's everyone
Doing fucking great, Marin.
I know, right? But that's the attitude, man. We always got to look forward and think of the positives.
Shit, Will slid on there. I didn't even see him because Marin was doing mics. What's happening,
Hey,
Will?
Hey,
what
I
what
taped
is
a
up on
fight this
Topic?
week, Joe.
What'd you
I
take?
said I taped a fight this week.
Which tape? Which
I
fight?
did some studies on my boy Gabe and my boy Will over here.
Man, chill.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. That shit.
No, that
It's
that
funny.
was funny. I was drunk typing all that, so I feel kind of bad.
I called that shit.
You boys get
Bro,
that chat gets
I,
out of hand. You just got to leave it in that chat. Marin, you got the card up in front of you yet?
yeah, I'm ready with the first one. Whenever you're all ready.
I get one more mic check.
I'm opening up now. Yeah, that sounds a little
All right,
better.
well, I connected it straight to the freaking device. So now I'm not using
I'm
Wi-Fi.
ready whenever you guys are. I might pop out in a few minutes because I have a call coming up that's pretty important. But after that, I'll hop back in.
For sure, bud. All right, Marin. Go ahead, kick off the first fight. Let me clock this in. Hold on. All right, let's go ahead. Kick off the first fight, bud.
All right. Well, first up, we have this is like his third fight, I believe, in the UFC, but he's always the opener for some reason. Tatsuro Taira out of Japan, 23 years of age with a 12-0 record. Flyweight fighting against Jesus Aguilar. He's 8-1, 26 years of age. Fighting out of Mexico. He's debuting in the promotion. Tyra is bigger than any weight. 5'7", over 5'4", 70 inches of reach, over 62.5, 38 inches of leg reach, over 36. Tyra is the favorite, minus 1,400. Aguilar is the underdog at plus 750, and in this case, I'll take Tyra again.
Yeah, so I can't listen. Everybody knows I don't like Tyra. I think he's an eventual fade. But I capped this fight myself the best I could. I'm no pro capper. I know there's some new people in here. Don't follow my bets. Don't do anything that I say I'm doing. But nonetheless, I capped the fight. I see Tyra as a minus 400, legitimately. I went back and watched the Carlos Candelario fight, and I seen that Carlos was able to keep it on the feet for the most part. I felt like he actually showed the path to beating Tyra. He took him all three. I felt like he did really good. CJ did the same thing. CJ was able to take some top control. He just didn't have the physical strength needed. And he actually I think he even sunk a choke on Tyra, if I recall, but he just wasn't able to squeeze him out. So like I don't know, man. It's hard. I still think Tyra is a fade. I do think Aguilera is a fucking beast for coming off of the circuit, like the local circuit. I try not to talk down. I don't want to call them B promotions no more. You know what I mean? But like off the regionals, we'll call it. He's a beast on the regionals, but we know that it doesn't always switch over, man. He like when you watch him and he fights well, he's usually got a height advantage and a reach advantage. He's very sharp in the clinch, and he rains down good. Like he rains down good ground and pound if he can take top control. But even though he's good in the clinch, he's just not good at getting people down. He's not good at the takedown. Like being good at the clinch is great and everything, and it helps your takedown defense. But he's just not able to get people down. And when he does, he fought this dude named Ferreira, and I watched the fight. He just laid on him. He didn't even know what to do. Once he was on top of him, he didn't even really know what to do with it. He just knew that he couldn't outstrike the guy. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's probably Tyra again. Aguilera should be probably plus 280 in my opinion. I don't know who put it up first. Will, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be quick. I think this is another setup fight for Tyra. I think the UFC likes him, and I think he's honestly gonna win this week. So I'll be putting him in some parlays. I think he's free money, to be honest.
So Tapology has him as a minus
Yeah, the other reason
1,100.
Yeah, I mean, but that's like 10% you can still get off. Like that adds up over time.
It definitely does. And like, I'll say this. So like, he's probably opening on this card only because he'll still make US primetime. Like on the East Coast, everybody will still see Tyra fight, even if they don't stay awake for the main card and they watch it on DVR or whatever the fuck, tape or whatever. Fight Pass or ESPN Plus or whatever. But he's probably the opener to grab some people to tune in. And I would probably favor him less if I didn't know how much the UFC likes him and if I didn't understand the placement of this card and the fact that this card was supposed to take place in Singapore. Like, it just seems like even if they know something we don't, like, they want to feed Tyra. So that's what they're going to do. Dead picks.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride Tyra this fight. It's pretty obvious if you just look at the lines. Tyra, what do you call it? He's the more dangerous fighter against Jesus, because Jesus doesn't really do much. He just he'll go for the takedowns, but the thing is he won't really do nothing once he gets them. That's not really optimal. Like if you're Tyra, you're throwing elbows, you're trying for the subs, I mean, it's work. He's working in progress. Jesus, like, if anything, I could see this fight ending in a sub because the scrambles are going to be there. But if anything, I think Tatsuro could end up just making it like a decision fight if he decides not to finish. So at the end of the day, it's really Tatsuro however he wants it. I'm probably going to lean more towards, let's say, sub, only because I think the scrambles are going to be there. And, knowing Jesus, how he just doesn't have much work rate on the ground, I think Tyro will be able to, wrap some up. So I'm riding with Tyro.
Good man. Vinny, what you got?
Hey guys, what's going on? Can you hear me okay?
Oh, yeah, bud. What's happening, by the
What's
way?
happening, brother? Nothing, man. Just watching some basketball over here, chilling out, and might as well join you guys, talk some fights. Just wanted to put in my 2 cents on this, Tyra, all the way. I don't think that other Spanish guy's got anything going for him again. Oh, I should say for him. And the only thing I noticed about this card is there's a lot of Asian people. Is it you were saying they were supposed to be held in Singapore?
Yeah, so this is the road to UFC finale. This card is the road to UFC finale. It was supposed to be in Singapore. Korean Zombie was supposed to headline it.
Yeah.
Um, when they lost the Korean Zombie, they didn't. The UFC didn't say that was why they moved it, but he dropped the headliner. They moved the card. It was like hand in fucking hand. So,
Yeah. I do see it.
the other thing, you know what? I meant to introduce this as the road to the UFC finale because there's not usually a name to a card. The other note I had up top, Laura Sanko is going to make the color commentator this her debut. So big props to Laura Sanko before we get too far into the card. I'm a big fan of Laura. I think she's pretty awesome. I'm glad to see. I think having a woman on the commentary booth will be a nice add. Most radio shows have, you know what I mean, a female voice on them. Rhino, what you got?
I was just acknowledging the size difference. I mean, he's only 5'4", so for a submission guy to take on somebody that's way smaller than him is just completely all about the first rounds. He's supposed to do that. I mean, why not put Cheddar in the first round submission and add it to your parlays?
I definitely agree. It's good for the parlays. There's no way. Like, even if you don't see, I hate the word value. I try not to use it at all anymore. Like, even if you don't think that, if you don't see the risk reward factor there, he's definitely worth putting in your parlays just
that it doesn't go to decision, just to lower it down because the huge favorite. I mean, the odds are so high that, I mean, putting on a parlay doesn't help when a guy's minus 1,100.
Yeah, but you can't go inside the distance with this kid, bro, because I don't know. I mean, I guess you could. I would not trust this kid to get it done inside the distance. I think he's going to win, but I definitely would not trust him to get it done inside the distance.
I'm looking at it right now for it to go to distance.
Well, and he went
as a plus 215 if you think it's going to decision.
Yeah, I would say that that's probably the best bet in my opinion. I think Aguilar can take him the distance. I think he'll last. I think he can do what Candelario did. I think if he studied Candelario, he can do what Candelario did. It's just my thought. If I'm wrong, I'm not going to
See
be
how
real
it goes.
vested in it because I'm just waiting for the day to fade him. I'm going to lap this one. Marin, what you got next?
All right, next up we have a middleweight bout between South Korean Park Jun Young. He is 15-5, 31 years of age, fighting Dennis Tuliolian. Damn, I probably said that kind of wrong, but he's Russian, 34, 11-6 is a record. They're both coming off a win. Dennis is the taller and bigger than any aspects. He is 6'1 compared to the 5'10 of Park, 77 inches of reach compared to the 73 of Park, and 43 inches of leg reach for those leg kicks, I guess, against the 39 of Park. He is the underdog, though, at plus 160, while Park, he's the favorite at minus 200. I don't really know these guys, but I'm going to take Dennis just for picking someone.
So on this card, there's 12 fights. I taped 8 of them. Trace actually was covering this fight, and he had something come up. I don't know what it is, but this is just a Twitter space, so whatever. I just hope that's all going well for him. But I did take a quick look at highlights on this. This is one fight as far as, and I don't want to say narrative, but they typically stack the cards for the region. I didn't tape this fight hard. I just don't see it, man. He can put him to sleep. I think he can knock Park out. I think he's capable of doing it. Again, I'm not going to bet very much this card. These aren't fighters I'm putting a lot of money on. I'll probably have a couple of my parlays and some other fun plays, but I'm not making any money plays on this card. But I do think Tulian can knock him out. Dead picks, go ahead.
Yeah, so I think if Dennis wants to win, he needs to get the knockout. Jong Park, Iron Turtle, I think, what do you call it? He has chances for takedowns. What do you call it? Dennis, what do you call it? Does get single leg, and he could be put on his butt, by the fence, and he could just get scored on. He does move his head a lot. What do you call it? And he lets punches through. What do you call? I know he got shot at and then taken down and choked out by what do you call it? By fucking Ali Sabab Kizarev, whatever. And yeah, I didn't like what I saw there. I know with Park, he was he got rocked by Robo. He was able to rock Robo with the punch and keep him on the ropes. But what do you call it? When he shot a takedown, what do you call it? He really got gassed trying to finish Robo, and instead, as he was trying to finish him, he ended up getting finished himself. So that does what do you call it? Points to Dennis being able to get a knockout. Um, I think I'm not too confident in this fight, but I did tape it just to get some notes down in. Uh, if Junior Park could find success in the wrestling and keep Dennis down, that would probably be his best bet. He would need to get a decision, if not find some type of a ground and pound finish. Besides that, I think Dennis might be a little too wild on the feet for him, and he's not gonna be able to keep up. So I think, if anything, I think I'll just play the under. Honestly, I think so. I don't think someone's gonna come out this. I don't think both these guys are gonna come out this fight. It's gonna be one guy. So yeah, I'm more likely gonna take the under.
Man, that's a slick call. I didn't even really think about the under on this fight, but I'm actually going to note to look at that for myself. Will, what you got?
Yeah, so I see this fight going in Park's favor. I believe he holds the advantage in the grappling and the cardio and will actually outpace Dennis. I saw Dennis get taken down at will versus El Haskibab and give up his neck pretty easily. We saw Parks literally control John Phillips on the ground for almost the entire fight. We saw him take the back of some of his former opponents. I mean, I will add, Denise does have good boxing. He has good hands. But Park's chin, I think it's good enough to hold up in this fight. Another narrative, man. It's supposed to be in South Korea, and these South Korean fighters are going to eat, in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, I think this. I'm not 100% confident, but gun to my head, I'm picking Park to win.
Yeah, it's hard to argue. I mean, he should be able to get the takedown. There's no argument. He should definitely be able to get the takedown. I just don't know that he'll be able to control that takedown. I think it'll be one of those situations where he's got to get repeated takedowns, and it may give the opportunity for him to slip a knockout. Andrew, I see the hand up, and you're here. What's happening, bud?
What's going on, gentlemen? How we doing tonight?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
All right. So, I don't have anything on this fight. I'm gonna be honest. The prelims this week just don't do shit for me, so I'm not even gonna pretend like I care. There's just free fights. That's the way I look at it. However, what I will say is I've already heard 2 breakdowns about this fight. It was Will and Dead Picks. Man, it's beautiful, bros. It's beautiful. I can tell when someone's watched tape and when someone hasn't watched tape, and those 2 breakdowns were fucking magnificent. Keep it up, guys.
Andrew, I can't send you the co-host because it says I already have 2 co-hosts. I had sent Marin one, and then he got like lagged out or something. I don't know.
I'm offended.
I know. I'm offended for you.
So,
Been
no,
a host space for like a fucking year, bro.
yeah. So once I hopped in the first time, Joe, I actually couldn't hear who you and someone else who was talking. I forgot who it was, and then like I had to hop back out, and I don't know. Now I guess the settings are turned off.
Yeah, the settings get all screwed up with the host when they leave and when they come back and shit. We figured that out before, so I'm not overly worried about it. Is anybody else on this fight? Is anybody actually betting this fight?
Oh, hell no.
I mean, I like to throw out my picks just for saying that at least for the Fanatics app,
Okay.
you know. But betting wise, I sometimes do it. Sometimes just go for the over under like prop bets. But Vinny, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say, man, Park on this fight, he likes to grapple, and he lost to Rodriguez in 2021, which Rodriguez just put it on him on boxing, and I think Turulian is going to do the same thing to him. Park is more of a grappler, like somebody said. I can't remember who said that, but anyway, I don't think Turulian is going to let him grapple. I think he's bigger than him, and he won't let him take him down to the ground.
Yeah,
I mean, you're taking that all off
Turulian
of
is
him
a big boy. Oh, I got
beating what, Jamie Pickett?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying, man. Jamie Pickett is bottom.
if you look at this guy, Denise's past record, I mean, it's not like he's taking out some freaking real competition. He's got a lot of cans sitting over here. I mean, this is a 12-pack sitting over here. So I mean, if you're going to take an underdog, I think he doesn't have really enough real tape to go off of to say that he's going to, especially. I believe in home field advantage type of stuff when it was a card. I mean, I know it's not in Singapore like it was supposed to be, but this card is made for like all the guys to win on that side. So definitely, I mean, if you feel it, you feel it, but it's something I'd stay away from.
Hey, right now, just wanted to point out that like talking about
What's that?
You keep breaking up, Rhino.
Gee, I don't know what is going
Ryan,
on.
real staticky. I mean, like out, but you are real staticky. Go ahead, Marin.
No, I just wanted to say that it's funny because like he is talking about home field advantage, and I do agree with that. Unless you're Derek Lewis, who is obviously the co-main event of this card. Obviously, the 2 or 3 times that he's been fighting in Houston or even in Texas, he's lost. So he's the only one who's immune to that. But all the other guys, they get like I get it. Like you're playing in your home country, and you get the fans cheering, like the Brazilians last like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, it really can't help you.
I'm gonna try and move over to my phone just so we
Trace
can have the problem with this goddamn static shit.
Sweet. Trey sent me his picks over though. He made a pick for every fight on the card. He's got Tatsuro in the first fight, and he did take Park in the second fight, and I know he taped it. So Trey's usually pretty sharp when he tapes a fight, to be fair.
Yeah, Trace our own Park. Let's go.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I'm lapping this one out. We spent almost 10 minutes on a Park fight, bro. Marin, what you got next?
Next up is a women's flyweight bout between the South Korean Ji Yeon Kim. She is 9-6-2 with 2 ties. I could not believe that. 2 draws. Can you believe it? But anyway, she's fighting the German Mandy Bohm, 7-2 with 1 no contest. They are both 33 years of age, both coming off a loss, both the same height, 5'7". They basically got the same reach at 72 against 71, so not really a difference. 38.5 against 37.5 on leg reach, there really isn't a difference. It's just the odds wise where Ji Yeon Kim is minus 265 and Mandy Bom is plus 205. I think that because she has the two little things in her last name, Bom, I think you pronounce it differently, but I may be wrong or right. But anyways, I'll take Mandy in this one.
So it's probably Mandy inside the distance, if I'm being honest. If there's gonna, well, I shouldn't say that. If there's gonna be a finish, it's Mandy inside the distance, but I would bet the over. That's how I meant to word that. So I started this one out saying there's no fucking way I'm watching tape on these boring ass women to tell you that it's gonna go the distance. And then I watched tape on this boring ass fight, and let me tell you, it's gonna go the distance. Not only because the fucking tape says so, because everything about these women says so. Boom may be able to get, if that's how you say it, we'll say Mandy. She may be able to get the finish just based on the fact that Kim can be finished. But man, I don't know. Who the This is the one fight I just couldn't get excited about. Like, I tried to get into some of these fights, even the guys I don't know. I was watching cage side fan video to get tape on some of these guys and shit. This just wasn't the fight for me, man. I definitely think it goes the over, though. If they give it somehow, some way at over 1.5, bet your whole fucking house on it. Dead picks, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna ride Jeon Kim. Mandy Baum, bro, like she's not good. And before you guys talk shit about Yeon Kim, I know she's not all that either, but man, like watching these two is like you're really picking trash or garbage. You know, there's
She
no
lost 4 in a row, bro.
man. But yeah, see, Vinny, you just looking at that. You don't actually watch the fights, do you? Where you like, did you tape it?
Sorry, no, I didn't take the fights. I
Nah,
just want
ain't nobody taped this fight. Probably
to. I
except
know
me,
I was
you,
gonna say, what the
West,
hell?
bro.
I would rather watch
Well,
Probably
that's what I'm
that
that's
saying.
too.
it.
Well, let me get my shit off. All right. Well, anyways,
Go ahead.
Yeon
I'm
Kim,
sorry.
man, what do you call it? She has decent footwork and she's able to get in some offense when she's able to get in the offense. The thing is, though, she throws up a lot of like just fucking ghost punches. Like she just punches the air. I don't like that. Like you could she just does punches that don't make any sense. You could be like
Bro, she
from the
throws like she can't. I don't mean to interrupt you, but it's like she can't stop the combination. Like it was rehearsed, and she's got to see it through, even if she's swinging at fucking nothing.
right. She just lobs up like hooks and whatnot. But anyways, I mean, I'm not. I know I'm picking Yeon Kim and I'm trashing her right now. But anyways, yeah, Mandy Baum, man, like she in that fight with Victoria Leonardo, she was a taller fighter, and she could not use her jab. She could not use her length to save her life. She was getting pieced up by a fucking wrestler in Victoria. Like there was nothing that she had for her. She would get clinched up on the fence, and then she would get like just random fucking pot shots on her. Like it was embarrassing, honestly. Like and Yeon Kim, her being the smaller fighter, I could tell she's gonna be able to use that footwork. She's gonna be able to bounce in and out. What do you call it? Land her punches. But the thing is that scares me is those damn ghost punches. Every time she leaves those fucking ghost punches out there, it's just screaming, "Please counter me! Please counter me!" Man. If anything, yeah, this fight would probably go the distance. But yeah, if there's gonna be a knockout, I would say Mandy Baum just on some, random, caution to the wind. But at the end of the day, I really think Yeon Kim is going to be able to find her way to get a decision. Like she's going to be able to move that footwork. She's going to be able to pump that jab. She's going to be able to, just land her shots if she's consistent. But that's the thing. When is she ever consistent? I'm not really confident on this fight, but if I was to have to pick a side with gun to my head, I'm going to go Yeon Kim. I just can't trust Mandy Baum.
I
She
can't
can't.
Yeah,
that,
that's got to
but
go. It's got to go to decision, man. Ain't nobody gonna get knocked out in this fight.
This could
They
be
don't
a
even know how to punch.
this could be a 35 round fight and still go to decision.
yeah, if it's not some type of flash freak knockout, that's what I'm saying. Bet the over. I still favor Mandy if it does get the knockout. Weirdly enough, the trick to beat Kim just seems to be to take her down. Anybody that can successfully take her down, like even one time,
for whatever reason, they win the fucking fight. Like, I ran some tape, and I always run the numbers too. And mathematically, if you can figure out how to get her down, you can figure out how to beat her. I know that's a weird thing to say, but like, if you go look at the numbers, pretty much everybody that has taken her down has fucking beaten her. I'm going to lap this one at 5 minutes and 35 seconds because that's fucking 35 seconds more than this fight deserves. Marin, what you got next?
Yeah, so next up we have a a flyweight bout, and just a heads up, these are two South Korean men. So I'm gonna say it both ways because, like, I think that in their culture, like, the last names are the first names and all that. But in this case, I see it mostly going as Seung Guk Choi, who's fighting Hoin Sung Park. I try my best, but Park is 7-0, Choi is 6-1. Um, 26 years of age for Choi, 27 for Park. They're basically the same height. They got the same reach, so I'm gonna just go with the odds. Choi is minus 190, plus 155 for Park. I don't know none of these guys, so I don't have a pick.
Okay, so I did tape this fight as much as I could, which I don't like taping outside of the UFC too much. So all right, let me start here. This is the road to the UFC flyweight finals. Both of these guys are coming out of the semifinals and the quarterfinals. I'm not exactly sure how some guys are coming out of the semis and some guys are coming out of the quarters because there were no losses, and the quarters were in Singapore, and the semis were in Abu Dhabi, and there were semifinals ones and quarterfinal ones and twos, and not all of this was aired. So, like, you can't find some of these cards. I don't care what app you have. I don't care what site you follow. I fucking spent hours. You're not finding some of these fights. They don't fucking exist on the internet. So I ran the numbers real hard on the Q-Lun. Q-Lun is how I believe you say the guy's last name. Choi fought him. I'm running down Choi's fights right now. So if you look at the numbers there, Choi was outstruck in all 3 rounds, and Quinn and he was outstruck in all 3 rounds, and Quinn only landed 37 significant strikes. Choi went 3 for 9 on takedown attempts, but he did stuff Lynn's only takedown attempt. Other than the second round when Lynn took him down twice and racked up 3 minutes and 52 seconds of control time. On paper, Choi lost that fight. He won, but on paper, he lost that fight. When he fought, and again, these guys' last name, man, if I butcher them, apologies, but I believe it is Spund High. He fought him. He took him to decision, but he used the kicks very well. He evaded very well. Spung High was touted as like dangerous from his back. I'm just by the announcers. You know, I don't know the guy, but the announcers were touting him as good on the ground and dangerous from his back. And Choi was able to maintain top control with no issues. And Choi also stuffed his takedowns well. Park, he also was on one of the cards that could not be found. That one is Abu Dhabi semifinals 2. I couldn't find the card. I did find fan tape on some of them, but not on him. So I ran the numbers. Park was actually getting pieced up. He was outlanded 22 to 4 significant strikes and went 1 for 3 on his takedowns before he got the finish. So he didn't look really well. And then I watched the Jeremy Cigar fight. I actually watched that one. That was a round 1 TKO. Cigar, I'm sorry, not Cigar. These guys' last name get me messed up, man. Park was aggressive in that fight. He used his height and his reach to his advantage. He cruised to the victory real easy before he fucking flattened him. I'm taking Park. There's not a lot of tape, man. I'm not betting these fights. I want to be clear about that. Like, you can't find enough if you're trying to tape your way to win. Like, I don't see how you can find enough on these guys. I see at your girl house down. Oh, that's fucking D baby. Oh, I'm not supposed to. I don't know how this burner shit works, bro. Baby, what you got, bro?
Man, I ain't gonna lie though. Before I get to the fights, I ain't gonna lie. I was looking for West, man. Shit, I'm a fan of him. I was ready to get on his neck, but on some love shit, cause I get, you know what I'm saying, try to call me a casual and shit. But I beat him in all the fights we went against each other. I got his number. I counted it up. I counted up the tallies. I'm like, man, I got a whole grocery list on hand. I just wanted to call him out and give him a chance to clear his name and let me know that he a better capper than me. But shit, if you
He's
ask me, I'm
scared,
pretty.
bro. He's scared
I'm,
of you.
man, I'm pretty. If you ask me, shit, I'm pretty good for a casual. So shit, if he ain't pull up, I told him to pull up and show me what you got me on. And I'll show you what I got you on. But he ain't
Just
want to
don't,
pull up. So
He's
I'm
scared.
just don't tell Wes he's scared, bro. He'll be on your neck. I
I'm not
promise you.
saying he's scared, but shit, I told him to pull up.
Not you,
Oh,
dog. I'm talking about Vinny.
oh,
Listen,
D-Baby,
Vinny. Oh
Wes
shit,
ain't
yeah.
been here all night,
this
man.
is
I don't know. We're
Who
talking.
is
D-Baby.
at your girl house?
Hey, that's a
That's D,
burner
baby.
account for D baby. What the fuck is a burner account? This is Twitter, man.
You're not
That
supposed
man.
to call it the burner, bro. You just
Well,
let
I
it
don't
be.
know. Like, you get burner guns, burner cars, burner cell phones. You get burner shit for shit you need burner shit for. I don't understand a burner Twitter account. I know I'm old fashioned, I'm an old head, whatever the fuck you guys want to call me. That's not what a burner is for. I don't get it.
You're a boomer.
Well, shit, fuck it. It is what it is. Anyway, I got parked though. I got yeah.
You think,
I know y'all not talking about Turtle, right? But I got both parks on this card.
do
Yeah.
you, yeah, we're talking about the next one. We're talking about Heinz
Okay.
Park. I hate
Choi
butchering.
Sung Guk and Park Hoin Sung. Some
Yeah,
shit like that.
I got park. Yeah, I got park on that one too.
Yeah, I got Park too, bro. What do you call it? Choi is he's a little weak, bro. Like if you just watch the tape, what do you call it? You could the tape that's available. You could see that Park just made like better work of his opponents. He was more aggressive. You know, he was actually being technical with with everything he was doing. With Choi, I mean, it was more so like he got like lucky, not lucky, but it's just like his opponents were not good. Like, and you could see that. You could just like if you just watch their fights, you could just automatically know that Park's gonna win. He's just the better fighter, bro. He's just the cleaner. He's the more aggressive, technical, like whatever you want to call it. Park, just take Park. Stay away from Choi.
Bro, and that cigar fight, or however you say that guy's last name, bro, he put himself in that fight. Like, Park was like, let's fucking do this, bro. He was not, it was like, I'm not being dumb. It was like a kid walking another kid down, bro. Like, he was not gonna go backwards for nothing. Short of getting knocked out, bro. It was like some Robbie Lawler shit. That's how I would describe it, bro. It was like, I'm just gonna keep walking at you at a fast pace, throwing hard as fuck punches. I thought it was nice, man. I thought he looked nice.
Hey,
Um,
keep your eye out for Choi. I mean, not for Choi. Keep your eye out for Park, man. Park's that guy.
Lap
Hell yeah.
Marin, what you got next?
Yeah, next up we have. I think this is another finals because it seems kind of like this one that we just went through. So this is bantamweight.
Bantamweight. This the bantamweight finals.
Yeah, two Japanese guys to show me Kazama versus Rinya Nakamura. Nakamura is 27 years of age. Shishiomi 25. He is 10-2. Nakamura is 6-0, so he's undefeated. They're basically the same in though they are exactly the same in height and basically the same in reach. So much just goes to the odds where Nakamura is minus 450. Kazama is plus 325. And again, I know nothing about these guys, so I'm gonna stay off it.
Okay.
Boy, that shit gonna be a good ass fight. My bad. Go ahead.
No, you go
Josh.
ahead, baby. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, oh, damn, what's Kazuma? I don't know how to say these guys' names, but only his only upside is the submission, but the other dude, man, I think they say he's like a top tier wrestler, like on some like next level shit. So I think, and he got hands, so I'm going with the other guy with the how you say his name? First name Renette
Let's
or
call it R versus T.
oh yeah, I like that. All right.
Nakamura.
So
Yeah,
I had
him.
one too. Kazma or Kazama. I think it's Kazama. Um, bro, he is not good. I don't care that he got the W. So he was in the semifinals, Singapore quarterfinals. That's what it was. And I can't say this dude's name is like Maya Mitu. I could not say this man's name if I had to. His first and last name have over 26 letters
Joe, you got a
combined.
better chance of actually drawing up the symbols than pronouncing his name.
Yeah, there's no actual way, but it went to decision, and he looked good. Kazama looked good in the first round. Like he looked okay on the feet. He was able to get the takedown. He clinched well. He got the takedown. He controlled him for a good portion of the round. But the second round was like the whole round was like some WWE old school clinch or whatever they called it when they put their hands on each other's shoulders, and they did this shit for like a whole round. Like,
Hey, you talking about when it was like in the ring, like a boxing ring? You talking about that
yeah,
fight?
bro, just walking in like circles and shit, bro. No,
Bro, I watched that shit last night.
bro. Like, so and then in the third round, he just wasn't impressive. He shot a lot of takedowns to get like two. It just wasn't a good fight. The other guy, Nakamura, is how I believe, or Nakamura. I know the enunciation probably isn't there. Bro, he's got nice leg kicks. I seen him come out and land 5 leg kicks real quick. Put 21 strikes to the head, 1 to the body, 2 quick takedowns, and KO'd a dude in like 4 minutes. It was super impressive. Then he quickly control. So then I watched him fight Gunham Gusman. Bro, he came out, he quickly controlled the pace, got the takedown in 45 seconds, took the back, dominated Guzman. Then he landed several shots to the back of the head. Yeah, I said to the back of the head, but fuck it, they let him go, right? Or I'm sorry, they didn't let him go. They took the point, but that was the second time he was landing shots to the back of the head. The first time, they definitely let him go. So they tumble around a little bit. He lands some more shots to the back of the head, loses the position and the point. Soon as the ref said fight, he got him back to the ground and subbed the dude. Bro, he looked very nice. He landed a spinning back elbow with like it didn't look like he was trying to force it. It was very natural. I'm definitely on Nakamura in this fight. Anybody else on this fight?
I'm not, but I will say that for the first time in a while, I'm gonna have to go back and re-listen this space because the pronunciation of everyone's like names of the fighters has got me confused. So
Uh, yeah, I can see that. We're gonna
It's
let.
all about perspective. That's all, the way you look at it. Everybody sees it differently. If I gave you my real last name, you would be like, huh?
Yeah,
Hey, Joe.
I don't know. I have a hard time with some of them because the sounds change, especially like in the Asian language. Like I'm from an area where there's a lot of like Arabs, so I'm good with those pronunciations. A lot of Hispanics, so I'm good with those. On the other side of Detroit, there's an Asian community, but I just don't live by there. I don't go over there
I
except to
think
get
I think Vinny wants to say something. Go ahead, Vinny.
what you got.
I was just gonna say, did you say Nakamura? I mean, I can fight. I can fight fights on this bullshit. I mean, these cards. I don't know anything about any of these fighters. But did you say Nakamura is the one to go
Yeah,
on this fight?
I favor him personally. I favor him. I'll tell you, Trace also had. So he took Kim in the last one. Then he took Park. He's on Nakamura in this fight too.
How about Dead Picks? Dead Picks, what you get?
That pick's assed out, bro. No, he probably just walked away from the mic for a minute.
I went to smoke a joint. All right.
Yeah, he can't. Great. Picks, you
Y'all,
there?
y'all said something or what?
Yeah, you on this Nakamura fight?
No, this one. What do you call it? I actually didn't tape this one. I'm a little busy right now. Give me a second.
Well, mute that out. All right.
Yeah, that shit.
Out, Marin.
What? All right. Next up, I think these are the featherweight finals because they are the same and they're wearing the same uniforms on the UFC.com website. So I believe this is the same thing. So
It is.
next up, we have Cheong Yong Lee, who's fighting Za Yi because they are South Korean and Chinese, respectively. So their names get the opposite, I believe. So Lee is 9-7, while Yi is 21-3. They're basically the same age, almost. I mean, but Lee is way bigger. He is 5'10" compared to the 5'7" of Yi. He is 73.5 inches compared to the 70.5 of Yi, and then also the leg reach is bigger, 39.5 compared to the 36.5. That's why he's the favorite. Minus 260 compared to the plus 205 of Yi. In this case, I mean, I still don't know much about these guys, but I'll probably take the favorite just because he is bigger. But go ahead, Joel.
So I actually, this was one of Trace's 3 fights that he covered, and even though I highlighted 2 of them, I did not hit the Lee fight at all. There's a certain time limit when I'm working on these spaces, and like I said earlier, I was on the Ali Abdelaziz story. I've probably got 12 hours on that story already. Anybody tape this fight by any chance?
Yeah, I take the fuck out of this shit. Lee nice. That nigga nice.
Yeah, like on
Yeah.
paper, he looks like
Nah, I mean, oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say on paper he looks like he should win the fight, but bro, that's all I got is numbers and stats, bro. Tell me what he looks like.
Nah, he legit, bro. He a legit 145, bro. He nice. He picks his shots. He aggressive, but he like in a smart way though. And he explosive. The other dude he fighting, like he ain't no slouch either though. I admit, like he can get some work in too. But
Yeah,
I like Lee. I like Lee in the spot.
he got a rack of takedowns. What's Lee's takedown defense or submission? What Lee's takedown defense look like?
Man, you know I don't be looking at them stats. Oh, you talking about like his percentage or?
No,
I
like
mean, honestly, the tape I
how's it?
watch, the tape
How's
I
it
watch
look?
is just hands. Go ahead.
He's never been submitted. He's only lost by decision. He's never been finished. I mean, he looks nice on paper. The Zayi or Yiza, or if it's reversed, however it is, he's been He's been KO'd, sub, and decision. That's not a lot to say in 24 fights, but it's been there. Someone has found.
Right.
Hey, I'm gonna add something. He's Chinese, bro. I fade Chinese like I do Canadians, and there's a couple Canadians in here in Chinese, so check that out.
Nah, Lee nice though, bros. Lee nice.
Yeah, but Lee's Korean. He's not Chinese. That other guy's Chinese.
Oh, is he Korean? Oh, okay. I didn't.
Yeah.
Shit, man, they all look alike, man. Fuck it.
What the heck, dude?
He's fucking Asian, bro. What?
That's like saying all Mexicans.
Ain't nobody more real than Baby. Come on.
That's
Hey,
for
all
sure.
fun and games. All fun and games. Every time my kids don't know how somebody can't confuse them with somebody or something else, I tell them, "You white kids all look the same." I tell them this.
Wait,
Yes,
isn't Baby like slash Filipino or like half Filipino?
Yeah, that's what I'm
so he's
saying,
Asian.
bro. Like, what kind of shit is that?
So, well, coming from him, then it's not that bad because he's from there, you know.
Yeah, I'm Asian, bros. I'm half Asian, so I can get away with it.
Yeah, but still, I don't believe that shit.
Oh, I'm full white and I don't get no privilege in anything, so this shit's all fucked up.
That's facts, though. That's facts.
Hey,
Facts.
you get the privilege of be quiet. Don't join this conversation. That's the privilege. Stay out of this one.
That's a great fucking privilege.
Wait, so everyone's on Lee, and whoever is not is just making fun of.
What the fuck? I'm gonna lap this one out. Marin, what you got next, bro?
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, is anyone else on Yi? Like, I don't think so. Like you're saying, like based on numbers, I didn't see where he could be.
Nah,
Where he could.
hey, we
I
going
think
with
a little
baby.
bit. I think a little bit. Stay away from Yi. Just take Lee.
There we go.
All right. Well, next up, I think this is the other. I don't know how many finals there are. Hopefully, this is the last
Yep,
one, Chris.
155 probably.
Yeah. This is the lightweight. Next up, it is Jeka Saragi fighting Anshu Jubli. Jeka is from Indonesia. Anshu from India. Jeka's 13-2, and Anshu is 6-0, so he's undefeated. 28 years of age for both these guys. This is a funny stat because Anshu is 6 feet tall while Jeka's 5'8", so that is a 4 inches advantage. But then if you look at the reach, they're literally the same at 69. So I thought that shit was hilarious. But other than that, even money for Jekka, minus 124 on Shul. I still don't know anything about these guys, so I'm gonna stay off it.
So I taped this one. Yeah, I favor Jubilee, if that's how you say it. So I watched a couple of fights on these guys. So I watched Jekka fight a dude last name Key, and he won with a first round KO with a beautiful straight punch. He had nice striking and decent defense. He really shined in the ability to step in, take one, give three. And I say it that way as a big compliment. You know, it's not a compliment when I say he's got to give one to take one, right? He's very good at take one, give three, take one, give three. And he got the finish for it. Then I watched him fight a dude, Pawan Man. He beat him in the third round with a spinning back fist. Jacko worked much harder in this fight. Man took him down, controlled him most of the first round, but he looked good. He looked good when he was on his feet. I can't vouch for. So here's the problem. I can't vouch for Man's ground game. So like he was able to get up. He didn't get controlled. But I don't know if that dude's good at. I don't know if that dude's good at that shit. So like that's important to say. Oddly, Jekka lost the clinches. Like he was getting overpowered in the clinches, but like then he just picked the dude up off his feet and slammed him on the ground. Once he lifted him off his feet, he was able to explode and eventually get the finish. The thing I noticed in everything I've seen on him, he leans in hard on his left foot, his lead foot, before he takes one to give two or three back. He leans hard on that foot. So, and he does it almost every time. Like it's a read. I'm not a coach, bro. I'm not an MMA specialist. I don't know how I see this. And, you know, like it hasn't been exploited by a fighter yet. Maybe just because it's hard to find tape on these guys. Kim, I found some highlights of the Abu Dhabi semifinals, a fan side. Like one guy taped most of the fight, another guy had another part of the fight, and I watched like their camera phones. But he looked nice. He actually looked really good in the striking department. And then I highlighted wherever else I could find him. He reads pretty well. He strikes well. He's got good power. He stays really composed. I would not be surprised if he wins by knockout, throwing the counter punch to the step in, not the counter punch to the punch. When he steps in, I wouldn't be surprised if Jubilee can catch Jacka and knock him out. Will, what you got on this fight?
Yeah, I got Jubilee as well. I went to his Instagram and I saw a video of him Zercher squatting a lot of weight, and a Zercher squat is very, very good for MMA. So I was glad to see him doing that. He looks like a real strong guy out there. Another reason is Jekka is getting 62% of the money, but his line's gone from minus 110 to plus 100. So that looks like some reverse line movement to me. A lot of people are going to be betting Jekka because of his spinning knockout, in my opinion. I'm going to be on Jubilee in this fight. I think he'll be stronger. So
Yeah, I definitely think Jubilee wins this fight. It's hard. I get mixed up trying to call this out because I typed all the names in here and I get myself all backwards because I have a hard time with these names. But I definitely think Jubilee wins this fight. Anybody else on this fight?
Yeah, I want to say that. Well, I don't know anything about these fighters, but you guys are. I'm taking a war for this because this prelims are are rough, man. Never even heard them. And you said this is the road to the what Asian UFC? Is that what you called it?
Yeah, it's been like a
Road to
tournament.
UFC.
The
There was
road
a
to
week
UFC?
they did like 4 cards in 1 week, I think in Singapore, and then they went to Abu Dhabi. Like it's been a tournament. The UFC didn't actually announce it as a tournament, but it's a tournament, and I assume it's been marketed or sold over in Asia in some type of format similar
Yeah,
to Tough or Dana White Contender Series, or you know what I mean. Like I'm sure they packaged it up and made it a
yeah,
show over there.
yeah. Because I mean, this one really threw me for a loop because you got an Indian fighter and an Indonesian fighter. Both of them are pretty much
Yes.
they look they so they don't fit the narrative. And then the other thing is like that other guy was saying that the Indonesian guy Jacko or Jaka whatever his name is, he looks like the stronger guy, but then somebody else is picking up weights and making him look better. I don't know. It's weird, man.
Yeah, so you said something about the Indian and Indonesian thing. India's population is 1.4 billion. So if he could be the first Indian fighter in the UFC, that's going to draw some attention, in my opinion, more than Indonesia because their population is not as much.
Yeah, that'll be a new market for the UFC to explore. Then, I could
Well,
definitely see that.
and they've got a few guys that they've moved in, and you got to figure that's the same region. So, like you said, it doesn't fit the narrative, but even though it was supposed to be like an Asian-based card, still want to attract locals. You know what I mean? Like out just outside of like China or Singapore. So I don't know. I can see how it does fit, if I'm being honest. I don't think anybody else is on this one. Marin, what you got next?
Well, we just finished up the prelim, so this is the opener of the main card. So it is Yusaku Kinoshita fighting Adam. Is it Fugit? Yeah, I was tempted to say Fugit, but Adam's from the U.S. Kinoshita, he's from Japan, making his debut. Adam is coming off a loss. Adam is older, 34 years of age, compared to the 22 of Yusaku. He is 6-1, while Adam is 8-3. This is another funny stat. So they're kind of the same height as 6 feet tall for Kinoshita and 6 feet 1 for Adam, but they got the same leg reach advantage of 41. But also the arm reach is 77 inches for Adam, but then 71.5 for Kinoshita. So see it as you will, but I think that it's kind of funny how they're both shaped differently. But anyways, Kinoshita, the younger man, he's minus 335. Adam is plus 265. I only know Adam, so that'll be my pick, even though, I mean, he's the big underdog. So go ahead, Joe.
Drew's back on the mic. What's happening, bud? All right. So I did tape this fight. I think I'm gonna call him Kino. I don't want to fuck it up. Kino Shida is how I think you say it. I watched him on the Contender Series. Both of these guys are coming off of the Contender Series. And those are the two fights that I watched. Man, so I Kino. I just gotta say Kino, man. I can't spit it out. Kino has nice leg kicks. But he does get hit and has poor head movement. He lost the first round of the fight. In the second round, he was able to stand in the pocket and swing for a moment and then lunge in and land some too. He was definitely winning the fight up until the point that he finished him. Like it wasn't like he was losing him or like it was iffy. Like he was definitely winning the fight against Souza all from beginning to end. Adam, because I don't want to say that shit wrong either. He fought Michael Morales and lost. I watched the Morales fight at UFC 277. Adam got took down this fight, or I'm sorry, Adam took the fight on short notice. John Anik said that. In round one, he was dodging on the feet because he wasn't as sharp, but he landed a takedown as soon as possible and held top control and held him down for a notable amount of time. But then when it went back to the feet, he started so he was initially outlanded and took him down to save himself. When he stood up, he was able to land some feet and just squeaked out the first round, in my opinion. He was outclassed on the feet. I don't know. I'm not real high on Adam at all. I'm taking Kino, or however you say it. Dead picks. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride with you. I'm gonna take Yusaku Kinoshita. I think he's way better than Adam Fugit. I think Fugit just got lucky in that what do you call it, Solomon Renato fight. What do you call it? He was spamming body and head kicks. You what do you call it? Until like one punch was able to get him a ground and pound knockout. I saw in that Mike Morales fight, he would throw a lot of naked body kicks that didn't really look like they were effective. He feinted a lot. What do you call it? Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck. I'm sorry. He feinted a lot of the punches, but the thing is, he telegraphs his punches a lot. He couldn't get taken down, and what do you call it? I think that Adam is like the obvious sloppy of the two strikers, and I don't think he's gonna be able to use his wrestling. But if he does, I think that's might be a chance for him. I don't see it though. I think Yusaku is gonna be able to what do you call it? Be able to keep Adam up on the feet and piece him up. He's the stronger, more technical striker, and he throws what do you call it? Naked body kicks. But the thing about those is that they're actually like aggressive. Like they land, and they're not like half-assed. What do you call it? Opening for the counter. He covers up and moves his head well, way better than Adam. I think what do you call it? Yeah, like I said, the success for Adam would be to get a takedown, but I'm not confident in his takedowns at all. I think and if you watch that Henrique fight on the Dana White's Contender Series with Kinoshita, you would see that he's the smaller fighter, but he did keep what do you call the longer fighter in Henrique at bay. Like he did not know what to do with his length, which is gonna be good, for Kinoshita. So I confidently pick Kinoshita over Adam. So I think if anything, this might just end up being a decision. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with Kinoshita.
I got that going to decision as well. Yeah, guys, sorry I hadn't been talking. I'm at work right now, so just trying to hop on whenever I can.
Oh, man, no problem, bro. We get it when you're at work. Yeah, no problem at all. Will, what you got, bud?
Yeah, so what I
And
noticed
welcome,
from
Mike Hayden. I think this is your first time in the space, bro. I think you joined from the other room. Good shit, bud. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, so what I noticed from Adam is he's got a very weird style. I don't think he's anything the UFC is dying to keep on their roster. He walks straight forward, while Kinoshita, he mixes up his angles whenever he wants to let his hands go. Both fighters like their leg kicks, so I don't see any one of them running up the score in that department. But I do believe Kinoshita catches him with a counter and gets a late knockout or decision. And since this card was going to be in Seoul, and since Kinoshita has fought in the Apex before, I gotta say, fuck it. Fugit. I'm betting Kinoshita this week, Like, Fugit.
I ain't gonna lie though, Kinoshita, but that dude too elite with the counters, bro. That's high level shit right there.
Yeah, it's going to be a counter.
Anybody betting against him?
Fuck
I
no.
seen somebody say Fuggy got the wrestling edge. They think he gonna wrestle fuck oh boy. I seen somebody take on
Yeah,
that.
they say that shit every time he fights, though.
Yeah, I've been seeing that too. I'm not buying it.
I guess we gonna find out.
Fuck
So
yeah.
what's his wrestling
That's right.
background? What makes him such a good wrestler?
He's an okay grappler, but, like, I don't know. He's not like he's just not. Marin, what you got next?
Uh, wait. I think I saw Vinny having his hand up. Do you want to say something?
Oh,
Or
my
you
bad. Go ahead, Vinny.
brought it back? Just making sure before we close it out.
No, I was just gonna say that fuck it is fuck it. No, just kidding. He looks like the bigger guy. That's the only thing that's really like making me a little bit hesitant about taking Hiroshima or whatever his name is, the other guy. But I mean, I don't know. I seen Fugit fight once, and he got his ass beat real bad. So I'm definitely going right with you guys and take the Japanese guy.
I mean, the only thing I would say is if you look at it on paper, I would say Adam's been around for a while because he started in 2015, had an amateur career with a lot of knockouts. He went 3-0 with 3 knockouts. Started out with a knockout in the beginning of his career. He's got a couple rear naked choke wins, punches in his last 2 Ws. So he's definitely not somebody who's dominant on grappling to try to take somebody to the ground. So, I mean,
I'm saying, bro, but people always try to fucking play it up like he's some fucking Roman.
yeah, but he doesn't look like a wrestler on paper. So if you think that's the way for him to win it, it doesn't really look like that's the kind of fighter he is.
And I'll be honest, it's okay to do that one on the paper because it translates directly, in my opinion, bro. You can't fake wrestling. You get takedowns, you get control time, you get those things. You can't hide that shit on the stats. It's like significant strikes. You fucking landed them or you didn't. Like,
well, here's the other thing: is then
100%.
he's also got 2 rear naked chokes, and it's the second round and the third round. So if it takes you that late to actually get a finish, you weren't going for submissions, and you're not a submission fighter. You probably were dominating the guy, and then he was too tired, so you submitted him.
Yo, sorry. I thought the real
actually a
Laura
really good
Sanko was
point.
in this chat. Damn, that was kind of crazy. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
She
No, it's
does
just a real
follow
chick.
a bunch of our personal accounts, though, bro. Laura's fucking awesome. She's absolutely awesome. And Laura Sanko's army does know her up there. He's not, he is a stan, but he's not a full stan. He actually knows her.
I thought that was his wife.
Yeah, she's actually an excellent commentator. She really is. Like, she knows her shit really well. Yeah. Are you guys discussing like picks for this weekend? What are you doing?
Do you think she could be
Yeah,
a robot?
because
it's too cool.
We're about to be on the Choi versus Nelson fight. Matter of fact, Marin, what you got next?
Yes, sir. So next up, like you said, it is Tu Ho Choi versus Kyle Nelson, a featherweight. So as we know, Kyle Nelson is from Canada. For those of you who are keeping track, Tu Ho Choi is from South Korea. They are both 31 years of age. 14-4 for Choi, 13-5 for Kyle Nelson. They're basically the same height, the same reach, and the same leg reach. So let's just look at the odds. Minus 190 for Choi, plus 150 for Kyle Nelson. Fuck it, I'm gonna go with the Canadian.
Yo, I see a lot.
All right.
Yo, I see a lot of people on the
What's wrong
under
with you,
under
Murray?
2.5.
I'm gonna have
Fight
to
not
do
go
the
the
same.
distance for this fight. You guys on the same play?
Hold on. So yeah,
Because I was talking to Narco Cop earlier today, and for some reason those guys, I didn't actually look at the stats and the records of the guys, but they were super confident the fight wasn't going to go the distance. Do you guys have a similar read or no?
I don't. It probably won't go the distance, but I don't know that that's what I would bet. The problem with this fight is like Choi is fucking horrible. So I over taped this fight. I should not have taped this fight as much as I did. I watched the fucking Cub Swanson fucking fight for Choi. Bro, instant classic. I was there when that fight got inducted into the fucking Hall of Fame. Great fight. That was only 3 fights ago for this man, bro.
Because his last fight, he fought that other Asian dude. I don't know if he was an Aussie guy. What was his name? That other guy that he fought. I think it was his last. No. His last fight was against Mike Trezano, right?
No. So then he fought Jeremy Stevens. Stevens fucking beat him via TKO. He got outpaced by Jeremy. He got outvolumed by Jeremy. He stayed fairly evens in the strikes, but on tape, Choice strikes just weren't effective. I know Jeremy Stevens takes fucking punch, whatever. But he just didn't have it, bro. Then he came back a year later and fought Charles Jourdain, and
he lost that fight too, and he clearly lost that fight. And I don't think Jourdain is that good, bro. Charles landed nice counter rights. Choi did stumble Charles a few times, but like that was the best he had, bro, was to stumble Charles Jourdain in that
Yo,
fight.
real quick.
I wrote
Yeah.
paragraphs on this fight. I don't know why. I'm not actually going to break them all down. And then, so I went over and watched Nelson. This fucking dude, bro. All right. I literally taped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fucking fights. He's fucking horrible, bro. And Billy Quarantino should be called Bully Quarantino for what he did to Nelson before he KO'd him, bro. He just fucking pushed this guy around, treating him like his little brother and shit. Like, bitch, go over there. I'm going to punch you some more. Bitch, go over there. I'm going to punch you some more. Yeah, bro. Nelson is fucking horrible. The biggest note, the note that I wrote on this fight that I highlighted is you couldn't find a single guy in the UFC for Choi to beat unless you called Kyle Nelson. That is my fucking note on this
Because
fight.
here's real quick. Here's a question, right? Because do you think the Asian fighters are going to show out because this is like a card kind of catered to the Asian market, like it's an Apex card, but it
Yes,
starts at fucking like
yes.
10 p.m. Like, because I feel like the
Well, the
Asian fighters.
card was supposed to
I
be
feel like
in Singapore, but
yeah, because
the fanatic
I feel like
do the Asian
the
show.
Asian fighters are going to push for finishes. That's like kind of my intuition on this card. What do you guys think?
Entertainment. I agree.
Dead Picks, you
Yeah,
got your hand up,
I
bud. What you got
definitely agree.
next? Oh, wait. We ain't heard from Andrew all night, Picks. You got to put your hand back up. I'm sorry, bro. He finally got one. Andrew, what you got on this?
Man, no, I really don't have too much on this fight, but we're actually going to, dude, you know what? Believe it or not, we're going to roll with the narrative on this one. Singapore weekend, Kyle Nelson's Canadian. Yeah, I think they're setting this up for him. I don't know. I don't think Nelson's going to be able to take him down this fight. I don't think he's going to beat him standing up. I'm with Vinny, bro. We're going with this one. Let's go with Choi.
I would say this. Nelson is a he has a far better striking arsenal. He has a far better striking arsenal. He just sucks. So it doesn't fucking matter. He doesn't know how to use it correctly. He throws fucking spinning kicks at the air and fucking kicks at nothing and throws punches in the midair. Like, I don't know. Dead Picks, what you got?
Yeah, we're riding with Choi here, man. Kyle Nelson. I mean, like you said, bro, he's just a warm body for just for a fucking what do you call it? He's a warm body for a jobber, man, and that's what this fight's gonna be. It's a jobbing fight. Duho Choi's gonna. I agree. I think Duho Choi could knock out Kyle Nelson just on the account that I don't like Kyle Nelson. Like he's not good. Like there was like what you were saying. Like if Billy Q could do what he did to Kyle, then why can't Duho Choi knock him out? that's really my main reasoning behind all this. I mean, with Jeremy Stevens, yeah, Duho Choi had to avoid those big shots because and he did get fucking hit, and what led to it, he got knocked out. That's just what Jeremy does. That's what he did back then. He kept a good, decent striking battle with Charles Jourdain for a cool minute up until he got fucking laid out. But, I mean, if we were to put Kyle Nelson in that same position, what's Kyle Nelson going to do? He's going to get knocked out in round one. I mean, really, this is just like basic MMA math to me. I mean, there's not really much to go on besides that Kyle Nelson is just garbage. He's going to lose to Duho Choi. It's going to be a knockout, and that's just how the fight's going to go.
Yeah.
Give me Nelson, man. Give me Nelson, man.
So,
Fuck
but
you.
bro, so here's the note I wrote. Here's the note. I wrote a lot of notes on this fight. And the one that literally in the Diego Fiera fight, the Matt Sales fight, the Marco Reyes fight, the Herbert fight, the Ja Herbert fight, that I have the same note. Throws, muscle, memory, combos. Bro, that's a horrible fucking quality. It is a horrible quality that when you're not landing, you can't quit throwing the strikes. If you're not fucking hitting the guy, don't waste the tank, bro. I don't care who you are. There's X amount of gas in the tank when you're throwing fucking wheel kicks and all types of stupid shit, bro. Like, and he does. He throws that stupid shit. So there's only so much gas in the fucking tank. So when you throw left, right, and they miss,
There's no need to throw the fucking wheel kick because the guy clearly is already getting out of the way. Hayden, I seen you had your hand up, bro, and then we kept talking. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say, going back on that Nelson fight, I'd agree. You know what y'all was saying. He might get out of there early. Just going back on what Rhino was saying, just because the location of where it's at. I feel like the Asian fighters are gonna, push for the win.
Well, the crowd will help him do that too, you know? Like the crowd's going to be behind it. Vinny, you were next. What you got?
All I gotta say, man, is he's fighting a Canadian. I ain't gonna change my narrative on Canadians until I see somebody win. And I have never seen. Well, I shouldn't say never, but I haven't seen a Canadian win yet. So I'm sticking with Choi.
So
Let's
here,
go with that picks.
I just want to say at this point, Vinny, I am absolutely convinced with all my heart, if George St. Pierre showed up in this room, you would still tell him you fade fucking Canadians. I swear to God, bro, you would say it right to GSP. Signature MMA, signature picks. You was up next, bro. What you got?
I was just gonna say, bro, that's the Jeon Kim strategy. You know, it's like when your striking accuracy is dog shit, like 20%, you compensate for it by throwing a lot more volume, hoping that someone sticks against the wall. And it's a very ineffective strategy, but that's what it is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Houston one. Baby, what you got?
Man, put me down for Nelson, bro.
Fuck
Like,
yes. Let's
Bro,
go, baby. Just you and
come
me
on,
fighting along
man.
again.
Come
Come
on,
on.
man.
It's got to be a
man,
knockout, though,
so
right?
Why? Yes, man.
It's
But
man,
wait a
only
they
me
minute.
and baby.
they
Baby,
both trash, but shit, give
it's
me
got to be
Nelson.
a knockout, though, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, shit, I don't know. Maybe Nelson makes it one sided, or he wins 2 rounds to one. I don't know, shit. Cho ain't
2
that
rounds
guy.
to one. Nelson couldn't win a round. Bro, Nelson couldn't buy a round if they were for sale and you was paying, bro. That's not a lie. He couldn't buy one. Hayden, what you got, bro?
Let me ask you this:
Oh,
I
go.
was just
you,
gonna
you
say,
trust Cho? You trust Cho with your money? If you had ten
Hell no. I
bands,
don't trust neither one of these junk ass
no, I'm
fools with
saying if
my
you had
money,
it,
bro. You
if you
ain't
had to
gotta
pick
bet
one,
every fight. Listen, bro,
ah,
listen, if you feel the need to bet every fight, there's this phone number you could call and you could talk to people, bro. They'll
No, man.
explain to you.
no,
You
bro,
don't
Yo,
need,
like.
bro, you don't need to bet every fight. You do
All right,
not need to bet this
hypothetically
fight.
though, if you had 10 bands, who you gonna put it on, Nelson or or Cho? Who you
On
gonna
Bro,
put it
Choi,
on?
Choi,
I'm
man.
man.
about
What's
to
What's
wrong
wrong
with
pull
with
the
you?
you?
Chris
I'm
Tucker
either
and be
not
gone out
betting
the
or
back
I'm
door.
going show.
Fuck is
I,
Hayden,
I,
what you
I'm,
got, bro?
I was just gonna say the whole 10 bands thing. I'd go Cho just because Nelson, like you were saying, the last couple fights just got little brother, got bullied. Um, and going back on what Rhino said earlier, the location of the card, I just think it's a big factor.
It is, bro. It really is. Like the crowd can hype shit. Listen, you know, man, you just know. Wait a minute.
Well,
I'm talking about
well,
the
I
Asian
mean,
crowd. This shit is at the Apex, right?
Yeah, so it used to be in Seoul, like most people are saying it was supposed to be in South Korea, but they brought it back to the Apex. Why? Because Korean Zombie's not fighting. That's the only reason why. So it's at the
shit.
Apex.
Yeah, but that does change the
I still
momentum
don't.
of things, bro. That does
It's still
It
change.
gonna
does. It
it's
does.
still
We're
gonna be
over here
prime time.
talking like this fight is still in Asia. It's not in
Oh
Asia.
no, I thought you guys knew because you guys kept on talking
Danny.
about narrative. I thought you guys were saying because all of them are Asian and it's gonna be on prime time for Asia and probably there's gonna be some Asian people in the Apex. Cause what only
Yeah,
200
I
people
mean
fit
the
in there.
card is still going to be stacked for the Asians to win, like
Yeah,
favorable
I
matchup.
mean
Yeah.
that's why I didn't say anything because I thought you guys were looking at that. But if you guys are thinking that it was over there, nope,
But
they
I'm
brought it
saying
back
the
today.
crowd, bro, ain't no fucking crowd. Signature, you got your hand back up. What you got, bro?
No, that was just from before. I don't have anything to say. I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, no worries, bro. No worries.
Yeah,
All right, Marin.
are you guys
That's 11 and a half. Go
are
ahead.
you guys doing
Go
like
ahead.
fight by fight, or do you guys want to do like a quick like top picks for everybody?
No, we go fight by fight. We hit every one of them. We started at the bottom. We got 1, 2, 3, 3 left.
Yeah, did you guys already do Adam Fuji versus Yukishaka, whatever that guy's name is?
Yeah, that was the last one, the fight before this.
Yes.
Everybody's
It's recorded. You can listen to it
What do you
tomorrow.
what are you guys on?
No, was anybody on Adam Fugate?
No, we
I,
were
w- I
fading
was an
Fugit.
Adam.
Nobody.
We were fading
Yo.
Fugit.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I said
everybody I
Fugit.
thought was against him.
We
I
I
mean,
thought.
to be,
we all say fuck it.
I will say, all I'll say about that fight is because that's going to be one of my big plays. Obviously, I'm taking the under. Everybody, I assume you guys are taking the under as well, because they both combine in between both of them. They have like an over 90% finish rate between both of them in wins and losses. And I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. What's that guy's name? The Japanese guy,
Kinoshita.
Kinoshita. That's what it is. Yeah, he's got like a crazy karate style, and he really, like, that guy really gives me Pride vibes in that, like, he literally goes for like soccer kicks, and like he'll stomp on you, and he'll just get the finish any way he wants to. And I'll also say that I feel like Adam Fuji, his skill set hasn't really been properly gauged because his first fight in the UFC was against Michael Morales, a monster. So, and he kind of held his own until he got finished. So I feel like he's probably not as bad as people think, but I'm just taking the under regardless because I feel like, Yukishita is going to either get the finish or get finished trying to get a finish, So that's all I was going to say.
I mean, based on numbers, I believe playing the numbers is a sensible thing to do, and if those numbers are accurate, which I have no reason to doubt you, I mean that's definitely a good fucking play to play the under. That's chances are your money's coming back.
And did you guys do a Dawoon Jung versus Devin Clark?
Nope, that'll be after the next one.
All right, so that
We got one more. We're about to do Marcin Tybura versus Ivanov, and then it'll be Clark next. Marin,
Hold on, what fight we on right now?
So
Choi versus Nelson, finishing that off.
Oh, okay, bet.
I think we were done with that one. Marin, that's 15 minutes on Choi versus Nelson. What the
yes.
fuck? Go ahead. What you got next?
So I'm assuming Signature and Vinny and Andrew all got their hands up for the next one because this is my main event. Marcin Tybura, one of my favorite fighters. He's fighting Blagoy Ivanov at heavyweight. They're both coming off a win. Tybura's 23-7. What's up?
I'm just gonna say, you know it, bro. You guessed it.
Yeah, you got it. Well, also this card is kind of trash, but anyway, Blagoy is 19-4 with 1-0 contest. Let me see what else. 6'3" for Marcin. 5'11" for Blagoy, so there's a huge difference. Also in reach, 78 inches compared to the 73 of Ivanov. 42 inches of leg reach from Tybura, and the 42 for Blagoy. Tybura is the slight favorite, -140, and then +115 for Blagoy. You know, I'm riding with Marcin Tybura. Let's go. Polish Power.
Yeah, so if Polish Power is actually a thing, it's Marcin Tybura that has it, not that other guy that talks about it. I definitely favor Marcin. Yeah, all the way around. I didn't hit a lot of tape. This was one of the four. I did highlight it though. So I did think, and I remembered the DeLima fight that Ivanov had, and I actually thought he looked good in the DeLima. Despite the Augusto loss, which I did not even think that should be a split decision. I actually thought he lost that fight. And the Derek Lewis fight, I mean, he went the distance with Derek Lewis. That's nobody finishes Derek, I guess, right? So that's not too bad. He did beat Tui in a decision. But I just think Marcin will find his chin. I like Marcin. I'm not betting this fight. I'm fan casual on this one. I will literally be eating my fucking food and watching this fight on Sunday morning because I'm not staying up till 4 a.m. to watch this fight. Andrew, what you got?
All righty. I taped this one earlier. This is probably your main event, your people's main event. No, I'm kidding. This is probably going to be one of the... Man, I would like to say it's going to be one of the worst fights on the card, but given this card, I think it's actually going to be a decent fight. You know, it's like the cheerleader effect, if you will. I am not sold on Blagoy Ivanov at all in the UFC. He hasn't shown me anything. He does a decent job of controlling the center of the cage. However, he's not aggressive. He doesn't do anything with it. He doesn't really cut people off. He doesn't like to throw in volume at all. It's single shots. If he gets inside the pocket, he's only going to stay in the pocket for a second. He's going to pop out. He doesn't have power. His takedowns are very suspect. And when he does get takedowns, he can't keep people down at all. I don't see a pathway to victory for him necessarily. He's going to try. He does a lot of clinching. That's what he does when he gets inside the phone booth is he'll throw a punch or two and then he goes straight to the clinch, but he doesn't do anything with it. And Tybura is a much bigger guy than him, and he's a lot stronger, so I think he's going to own that clinch too. Tybura has looked good, in my opinion. He can't. His weakness is power punchers. He can't deal very well with power punchers. He almost got knocked out by Greg Hardy. It's a good thing Greg Hardy had 0 ground game because he was getting smoked. But this is not a fight that he should lose. Like I said, Ivanov doesn't have anything for him. He can't take him down, and he can't keep him down. Can't sub him. He's not going to outstrike him. He's not going to knock him out. There's no finishing ability for Ivanov. If there's finishing ability, it's going to be for Tybura. I'm thinking like ground and pound. That's usually what he's good at. He doesn't really knock people out on the feet. He's got decent power, but he doesn't really have that knockout power, but he does like that ground and pound. Once he gets you there, it's over. So
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards the over as well, the over 2.5, but I see no reason to put money on Ivanov at all.
May I be the contrarian here?
Yeah. Go ahead, bud. You're up.
Do your thing.
All right, hold on. Wait, give me 1 second. Sorry, my AirPod died. Just give me 1 second.
That's all right.
Wait, Andrew said you got the knockout, Andrew? You said you got the knockout?
No, I would probably lean towards the over. I'm just saying that if someone's going to have upside, I think Tybura has a little bit of finishing upside, but not much.
All
Oh,
right.
okay.
So I'm going heavy on Blagoy Ivanov on this fight for the following reasons. I think Blagoy is like a super well-rounded, underrated fighter, and this guy is arguably the most durable fighter in the UFC, honestly. Next to like Drew Dober, I don't think Marcin Tybura can knock him out if he threw a fucking sledgehammer at him. I really don't. Here's what I think. I think Blagoy he's from is he from Belarus or is he Russian? Where's he from?
He's Russian.
He is actually Bulgarian. Yeah, Joe, you were right. Sorry, cut you off.
All right. I think he has a sambo background. I don't think he's been taken down once. He stuffed all the everybody that's trying to take him down. He stuffed it, and he's got a few submissions in the UFC. Very slick. I think if Marcin tries to take him down, I think a submission from Blagoy is totally live. He's got great takedown defense. I don't know if anybody's taken him down in the UFC. If you guys want to look at that, and he's got great cardio and great volume on the feet, man. I think he could totally out
Volkov rear naked choking him in the second round in 2014.
Bro, with all due respect, are you sure you don't have these fighters mixed up? Tybura doesn't get taken down.
No, but
Tybura can't be taken. Are you sure you don't have these guys? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Fair enough. I don't have these fighters mixed up at all. What I'm saying is, Blagoy does not go for takedowns. Okay, the reason I said that Blagoy has great takedown defense is because we all know for a matter of fact. Well, we don't know for a matter of fact, but we all know with decent confidence that Marcin is going to attempt a grappling heavy game plan because that's
Bro, wait, hold on. He shot 4 takedowns on DeLima and didn't land a single one. He went 1 for 3 on Sakai. Derek Lewis took him down. He went 3 for 6 taking Derek Lewis down, bro. Like I have to differ. Like he can be taken down and people can stop him.
No. Who took down Blagoy?
Derek Lewis.
Derek Lewis took down Blagoy. Are you sure?
Yeah.
What?
And Volkov.
Yeah, Volkov took him down. DeLima took his ass down.
I'm looking at it right now. Let's see. Derek Lewis took him down in the first round, but it still went all the way to a split decision. So, yeah, he took him down, but it was in the first round, and he never did it again. So he blocked the rest out.
I don't know.
DeLima took.
DeLima, yo, I saw that whole fight. I don't remember DeLima taking him down. When did he take him down?
In the 3rd round.
Yeah, and DeLima sucks.
It was like a full takedown.
Nah, DeLima not bad. He kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that. I'm not going to bag on DeLima, and I'm not trying to bag on you, bro. I just
No,
like
no, no, no,
I read it totally
no,
different.
no, no. If I get the facts wrong, check me on it because the facts are facts. You know, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. But
Now, outside of Alexander Romanov, no one has ever took. Well, I shouldn't say ever. It's been 10 fights since Tibura's been taken down, or 9 fights. Oddly, the last dude to take him down was Derek Lewis.
Who's the speaker on here on Blagoy's side?
All
That
right.
is.
I'm just on the over.
I mean, I feel
Look, I want to add something.
I feel like
I want to
the
add
over is
something.
gonna hit, but
Marston got taken down
I
twice.
just
His last
Hold on.
fight.
Let's signature talk. We're kind of hacking this point up, and that's not good.
all
Let
right,
him
go
have the
ahead.
mic. Signature. Go
All I was
ahead.
gonna say is I feel like on the feet, man, Blagoy has a lot of volume, great cardio, and he just puts the pressure on guys. And he's got an amazing chin. And like you said, Blagoy doesn't really hit that hard, but I feel like he can honestly overwhelm Marcin and finish him with just like unanswered shots, like an accumulation of shots. I know he typically doesn't finish guys. I don't know if he's gonna get the finish or not. I just feel like on the feet he has an advantage, you know.
I mean, it's heavyweight, so I wouldn't bypass it.
I don't know, but Tiberia, man, he's pretty good on the feet as well, and on the
I don't know.
ground.
I feel
I
like
think
on the
so.
feet, Tybura is so slow and sloppy, man. Like I really just don't. I don't know. I don't really think Tybura is that good, to be honest.
I don't
Will, you
know.
got your hand up. Go ahead, bud.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that the market is weird to me here. Blagoy's getting 35% of the money. He's getting 35% of the handle, but his line has gone from plus 165 to plus 115. So, yeah, I might be blindly betting Blagoy this week. I didn't tape shit, but like it's just weird to me.
Just online move. If that shit, make sure you note that. Chat. Ooh, it's nice to see you on the mic, bro.
What's up, guys? I've been meaning to jump on earlier, but I've been busy with the newborn and whatnot. I don't know who it was that was speaking on Blagoy's behalf, but you can catch me right there with him. I think he might be a little confused on the takedowns because, yeah, I mean, first of all, they're both sitting at 79% for Marcin Tybura, 76% or 77% on takedown defense for Blagoy. And yeah, Blagoy has been taken down by DeLima and Lewis, but I think he might be a little confused because it's Blagoy's strength that, like, yeah, you can shoot a takedown on him and you might be able to get him down. But I think with the technique and strength, he's able to reverse it and get on top a lot. And when you look at his control time, he doesn't control a lot of people a lot, but you got 3 minutes on Lewis. I think it was a minute and a half on DeLima, 3 minutes on this person here, 3 minutes on this person there. It's not a lot, but it adds up enough for him to win fights. And I think when you look at all of his losses, he's losing to strikers, people that can hit. I'm sorry, Marin. To me, Marcin Tybura has never really been impressive,
Yes, there
and
you go. Yes.
I feel like Marcin is definitely going to try to strike. He's going to realize, man, this guy's a little bit hard to hit. I should probably just go back to Plan A and try and take him down, and that's where he'll get reversed. Maybe Blagoy will get some time on top. I'm really liking Blagoy on this
Yeah,
one.
same.
I
See, the
love it.
reason is because, bro, Blagoy knows he has the hardest fucking chin in the UFC. So he's confident coming forward, bro. He doesn't fear motherfuckers. This guy ate Derek Lewis's best shots, and he's gonna walk on the feet. He's gonna walk through Marcin Tybura, man. Marcin Tybura is not gonna be able to make Blagoy respect him on the feet. He's not. Like Blagoy is gonna feel his shots. He's gonna be like, "You don't hit hard at all," and he's just gonna overwhelm him on the feet. Either if it's a unanimous decision or maybe a KO. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna finish. Maybe he is. I don't know.
Don't hit hard at all. Tell that shit to Walt Harris and Greg Hardy, bro. Marin, what you got?
I mean, y'all talk about takedowns and shit, but didn't Tibura won his last fight being a huge underdog, being taken down by Alexander Romanov over and over again, and he still overpowered him.
That's
Wait.
because
He wasn't taken down by Alexander Romanov over and over again.
I actually missed that fight, but I thought Romanov was like a huge
Romanov got him down
wrestler.
twice, bro, but shot like 6 or 7
He gassed
times.
out. That's
Like,
what happened.
he fucking neutralized
Romanov gassed
fucking.
out.
Honestly, that fight, like, I was like halfway watching it because I was driving over to my friend's like watch party. So, because that was a feature prelim, I do remember that one. So, but honestly, like, I remember Alexander being like a guy who just wrestles a lot. So I don't know. When I saw the win, I thought he overcame all that, just like Kai did to like whatchamacallit, what's that other the other Russian, I forgot his name, but the
Well, the
flyweight.
Romanov fight I'm looking at right now, it looks like the first round, Romanov landed 14 strikes and then went more to an even round, 11 strikes to 17. And then he came back and took the fight away in the third round, landed 30 strikes to 15. So he came back. Fight.
Yeah, they're really close on numbers. Like, they both land basically 3.5 strikes per minute. I don't know. It'll be a really fun fight to watch, I think. And I don't typically think Ivanov is fun to watch. Anybody else got something they want to get in on this one before we move
Yeah,
on?
I think a potential sharp play is, because both of Blagoy's losses have been via split decision. So I feel like if you guys have access to DraftKings or a book that offers fight ends in split decision, I think it's kind of live in this fight, to be honest.
Okay, with the
Yeah,
short
that's not a
play.
call, actually.
Everybody give me applause. No, fuck with you.
Loren, what you got next?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, as someone else pointed out earlier, we do have the co-main event now. It is Da Un Jung fighting Devin Clark. The South Korean is 29 years of age. Clark is 32, 13-7 for Devin, 15-3-1 for Jung. 6-4 the height for Jung, 6 feet tall, even for Devin. Yeah, so Jung is just taller in any aspect, 78.5 inches of reach, 75 for Devin. Although he has a shorter leg reach where he's 40.5 and then 41 for Devin. So, but anyways, Devin is the underdog plus 200. Jung is the favorite at minus 250. There you go, guys.
Listen to me. I don't say this very often. I don't know if I've ever actually said this out loud. No tape needed. Devin Clark gets finished. Hands down. This is a setup fight. This is hand fucking picked by the War Room to make sure that there is a banger of a fucking finish before this card ends. And
Yeah,
that's it right there.
I just want to see Devin Clark's dad show up in that Wu-Tang Clan shirt, fucking screaming, "Don't let him punk you!" I just want to see that.
I like Devin Clark, bro. Like, I don't have a problem. Like, I don't have a problem with him, but this is a no tape needed. This is the one. Like, this should be the main event as far as their, I shouldn't say main event. They wanted Korean Zombie, but like, this is their co-main event, bro. Devin Clark can be knocked out. We know that because he's been knocked the fuck out. Young can knock people out. He's got real power. You don't have to. You should know who he is by now, bro. Yeah, this is a fucking setup fight. If anybody ain't
Man, give me Clark, man. Give me
get
Clark.
the fuck out of here, baby. You're just going against motherfuckers now. You ain't taking punk ass Clark in this fight.
Yo,
Get the fuck out.
Hey,
yo, I got
How much you want to bet?
a serious play.
whoa.
A serious play. Yo, if you guys have access to DraftKings, I think this is a bit of a sharp play, but basically, DraftKings offers these hedge bets in which you can basically choose one win condition for each fighter, but it's all in the same bet. And so basically, the bet is Daun Jung by knockout or Devin Clark by decision, and it's minus 165. I personally, I think that's like the highest likely win condition for both fighters. Devin Clark just like spamming takedowns, and then I don't know. I feel like Daun Jung is gonna knock him
Man, I'm
out.
from Vegas, man. I can't fuck with DraftKings, man. So that shit irrelevant for
Why?
me. They don't fuck with us.
Or where you at?
Cause I'm from Vegas, Will. We can't fuck with DraftKings.
Bro,
Wait.
don't matter. Don't fuck with William Hill. Don't fuck if you're fucking with Devin Clark, do not fuck with William Hill.
Wait.
Don't go none of that bet online, Argentina offshore counts. Bro, you better call James Krause. He'll fucking set straight on this one right here.
Wait, I want to hear his points though. Like, why does he think
He
that?
ain't got none.
That
It's fucking Devin Clark. Go
why
ahead,
does he,
baby.
why does he think that Anders over here is gonna beat
Bro,
Jung?
I,
I want to hear it.
man, first of all, what's his name? Jung? Man, he flat footed like a motherfucker.
Dude, yes.
That's one thing. He can't, man, come on, man. He got to draw with Sound Alvey, man. Like, he an
And,
instant fade.
and
He,
honestly, baby, I was against him when he lost to Dutton Jacoby, and then I had West and all these guys saying that it was rigged, that this and that Jung should have won, that it was also over there in Asia. And I'm like,
man,
bro,
I
he
know,
lost.
right? I was on Jacoby, man. That nigga
Me
West was
too.
on some bullshit on that shit. But it is what it is. I mean, I don't think that shit was rigged. Like, shit, like.
Well, cause that's the one where they were saying that it was an early stoppage just because Jacoby just put his hands up and Jung was looking at the sky, like not knowing where he was at,
I mean, in reality, even if he didn't put his hands up, like, man, he was gonna get some follow up shots for sure. So, but yeah, like I said, he's flat footed. He can get control on the cage. What else? And he just, man, I don't know. I just don't trust him. Like, I don't trust both of them, but shit,
I was about to say, bro, don't you dare say you trust Devin Clark with money on this
Yeah,
nah,
fight.
bro,
nah,
I was
nah.
There's
about to
no
die.
possible way.
I was about to fucking die. Like, oh my God, baby's about to lose his house.
It's an Asian card, bro. Like it's set up, bro. Like this was like, come on, bro. You
I,
cannot really tell me you
This was
believe
it,
that.
bro.
Come
He
on.
I got
wins.
you.
He
Yeah, it's an Asian
he
card, but
ushers
it's
out the Korean Zombie for his final fight. This is what this was supposed to be, man. This was.
okay. It's an Asian card, right? If I had to pick two Asians to lose, it'd definitely be Jung and Cho. Those are the two Asians I think that's gonna lose. If I
Bro,
had to
why do
Oh,
pick
I get the
two,
feeling like Young is gonna knock his ass out?
Dong
he
Jung
is,
versus
bro.
World.
He
Hey,
is. So, baby, I am with you though, bro. So I say that the two Asians that are gonna lose are Cho and I'm trying to find the other one because I agree with you. There's two instances here where the narrative bullshit just don't make no fucking sense if you watch the tape. I can't remember what the other one is.
it could be the one that's going against that Indian dude. But I don't know. I see people on both sides on that one. The Asian dude that's going against the Indian dude.
Wait,
But
which you talking
Oh,
about?
man, the only
Indonesia.
fight an
That,
Asian's gonna lose is the one where the Asian's fighting an Asian. Ain't no Choi ain't gonna lose. Ain't no fuck, man. Come on, bro.
nah,
there's
but
like
if I had to pick two, like the ones that's fighting non-Asian is gonna be Cho or Jung. That's the two I feel like that's gonna lose.
So how does Jung lose?
I just think either shit control time or because he like I said,
Control
Jung is
time
flat.
where?
Shit, I don't know on the ground or the cage. Shit, like and you
Bro,
gotta
Jung's got
remember,
88% takedown defense. He's not getting taken down.
dude flat footed, so it's gonna be easy. Dude flat footed, bro. Like since when you
Yeah, you
seen
know
him,
why he's flat footed? Because he can put more power behind that punch to knock his ass out.
all right, man. Shit,
Tell him, Andrew.
And Clark get creative too. He can get creative. If you watch his
I do
last
remember.
fight, he got nice creative kicks and shit. But I eat my
Yo,
words.
you're not hyping up his win against William Knight, are you?
Nah, hell no.
Oh, okay,
Shit, I
I was
don't
about to
trust
say,
neither
bro.
guy. Shit.
Well, are there any other wins left?
And any wins left? What on Clark?
chill, Joe, chill, damn.
Sorry, bro. I couldn't help myself. Listen, anybody else got to take their
So hold on, Joe. Who's the other agent you think that's gonna lose?
Yo,
Like, cause it's only
yo,
like
sir, real quick, just to put some value in the chat. I just looked at the actual line for Fight Not Go the Distance for Yusaku Kinoshita and Adam Fuji. It's minus 190, which is
yeah,
crazy
because
fucking value.
it's
I think it
oh
should be
shit,
like
yeah, I
minus
like
three or
that.
400, honestly. I just looked at it, so I thought it was worth mentioning.
Yeah, I like that.
so I think
Which
I'm
one? All
on
their names
Mandy
sound
Moon,
alike.
baby.
What'd you say?
What's up?
Who?
Mandy, I think she'll beat Kim.
Ah, nah, man.
Nah.
Kim a lot, bros. Kim a lot.
Thank you, baby. Now we agree on one.
No, baby. Now I have to disagree. I've been agreeing with you in all these ones except for this one. I think Mandy will win. She's at plus 225. I don't get how, but she'll win.
So let me
Man,
try
y'all
that
don't
Cali
know.
weed.
y'all going off for 4 losses in a row, man. Y'all can't let that y'all can't let that disguise that shit.
He said, "Don't let the 4 losses in a row be what deters you." Come on, baby. Are you fucking with me right now?
Hey, I'm dead ass. Kim a lot, bros.
Come on.
Tell him, baby.
I can't
Man,
lie, man.
stamp this shit,
I
man.
ended
Stamp this
last
shit.
year. I can't lie. I ended last year like 52 and 19 or 52 and 17 or something when we fucking ended the year or some stupid shit, bro. And I've been about 50-50 this year. So fuck it. I'm gonna switch all my shit to what baby got, and I'm just betting whatever baby bet. I'm not. That's it. Cause
I'm, t- I'm telling you,
listen, I went 50-50. I went 5-5 on a card the other day, bro. I haven't done that. Like, I used to track my shit on Verdict, bro. Like, 5-5. I felt insulted for myself. I was like ashamed. I didn't want to tell nobody. I'm like, I can't believe I do this app with people. I went 5-5. What the fuck is wrong with me? Like, I was for real. Like, I was not fucking happy. I smoked a whole ass joint sitting there like, damn, I can't believe I went 5-5 on this shit. So like, fuck it. I've had a rough bad week last week, bro. Fuck it. That's it. I'm going with all D baby's picks. Marin, what you got next?
well, it's
Let's
not a
fucking
bad
go.
one.
We're gonna cash.
I'm not. I'm telling you, ever since baby hopped on, and I just keep on checking, like we're kind of on the same one. So I
Yeah,
fucking
because
agree
there
with
ain't no
that.
Hispanics for you to pick over all the good picks. That's why you got to pick the good picks today. You can't just be like, well, I got to ride with this dude because he's Hispanic. You got to be like, okay, I'll take
Hey,
the fighter.
baby's not Hispanic, and he's a huge Cheeto fan. So don't disrespect our boys like that. But
I'm
anyways,
a
I'm
Cheeto
Let's
fan. How you gonna
go.
throw that out there and be like, oh, bro, I'm a fucking Cheeto gang. That's
no.
me. I think I was the first one in the chat to say Cheeto gang. Like, what the fuck?
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. No, but for us, like, I mean, I was reading my picks first, and then I was just surprised that baby and I are like mostly on the same ones and the only ones on the little islands. But anyways, we got our main event next up. Number what is it? God damn, I can't even read my own handwriting. Oh, it's a number 7 ranked Derek Lewis against number 12 Sergey Spivak. At heavyweight, they're both 6-3 and height wise. I mean, 37 years of age for Derek, 28 for Sergey, 26-10 and 1-0 contest for Derek. 15-3 for Sergey. Sergey's coming off that Augusto Sakai win. Derek is coming off 2 straight losses. KOs, by the way, first round. Just pointing that shit out. But anyways, Derek is plus 188. Sergey's minus 265 on the money line. I love my man Derek. I think I'll still ride with him, but damn, this one's tough.
So I did tape this one. I taped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights for Spivac. And man, I do wish Wes was here right now because you know what? I taped that Jared Van Dera fight too. And I know Wes loves to talk about Jared Van Dera. I mean, you know, I know that's a subject between me and him. I'm smiling over here. I went back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights on Lewis as well. I'm not gonna read my round by round play, but like I did write it because I want to start creating a log of tape. So like I'm making my own round by round notes and shit. So that way when I need to retape these guys, I can just add the new shit. We'll see how that works out for me. My notes on this fight are Derek throws dumb kicks, and Spivak will probably get under one of them. Derek's landing, and Derek's going to land on his head. To Derek's credit, while he doesn't do much on the ground, he does survive pretty well. I note that because I think it's going to the ground. Derek tries to throw kicks and knees that don't do much for him. He wastes energy. I don't know when he's going to figure out to stop doing that shit and wasting the time that he gets on the feet. Spivak's been very active. Last 5 fights have happened since February of 2021. This will be 6 fights inside the 2 years. I hold a lot of value in guys that are active and win like that. And I know some people will want to throw the Aspinall fight out there, but Aspinall's a pretty special talent. We'll all agree on that. And Spivak took that fight on very short notice. And I put if he can get out of the first 60 seconds of the round, I put if you can get out of the first 60
No,
seconds
I don't know, sir.
without him taking you down,
You are an
chances
absolute
go through the
embarrassment.
roof.
Look at you,
I
bro.
heavily favor.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
I heavily favor Spivac in
Signature.
the fight. It is that's just what it is for me. I love Derek Lewis. If he gets the knockout, I'll be happy for him. I want to see him win. I'm a real fan of Derek Lewis. Like, I think the guy is fucking great. But I just think this is a really bad look for him, man. Andrew, go ahead.
Dead Picks was first. Let him go first. I'll go after him.
Appreciate you, brother. I don't got a lot for this fight. I'm just going based off the fact that when Derek Lewis gets wrestled, I mean, he doesn't really get wrestled. You know, like he just stands back up. If you know, fuck, I just had a brain fart. If this guy can't get him
Spivac.
down, yeah, what do you call it? Spivac can't get him down, then like what the fuck? I'm gonna ride with Derek Lewis just for the one time. Cause I'm pretty sure last time I picked him, I think the fight got canceled. So I'm just going off for that from last time. I'm gonna just ride with Derek Lewis till the fucking wheels fall off on this guy. So, like I said though, if he gets taken down and he gets wrestled down, this would probably be like one of the first times he gets fucking wrestled for sure. So, I don't think it's gonna happen. So I'm gonna just take Lewis knockout. One more time.
Man, I don't know. Spivac got like three knockouts in his last 4 wins, 3 in his last 5 fights.
Yeah.
Hayden, go ahead.
Whoa.
Oh, my bad.
No,
The
yeah,
hand
I was
went
gonna
down.
say,
I skipped
yeah,
the order.
yeah.
My fucking
I was
bad.
gonna say, no, you
Andrew's
good.
next.
I don't know, man. This one, when you watch tape tells me it's Spivac, but yeah, I just have this really fucking weird feeling that something's gonna happen. But if I'm betting, I'm taking Spivac. Spivac, much like Tabora, fights very similar. Only I think he's a lot better. Spivac has some pretty decent takedowns. He's gonna grab a leg, like Joe said. Derek Lewis has bad takedown defense. So if he gets up, he's going to get taken down again. And then he's going to get up. And then he's going to get taken down again. And then eventually he's just going to fucking give up. What I love about Spivac, especially with his ground and pound when he gets on top, is elbows, man. I love elbows. Not enough people in the UFC use elbows. It's one of the best ways to get fights stopped. I mean, obviously, Derek Lewis can knock him out. I just don't see it, bro. I don't see it. I'm leaning Spivac on this one.
See, because the whole thing about it is that all of Spivak's takedowns come from that judo throw. He doesn't get traditional takedowns. That's how he takes down everybody. He'll just, he loves that judo throw, and so Derek Lewis is gonna have to be cognizant of that, and that's really the only question because Spivac does not get traditional takedowns on people. It's always that judo throw, and if Derek is not aware of it, he's not gonna see it coming. But I feel like Derek Lewis has like really smart coaches. He's just lazy. That's really his only problem. Um, but his coaches should really let him know, and he should be aware of it. I don't know. I feel like Lewis is obviously live for the knockout. I don't know.
Has anybody seen any pictures of him? Is he actually cutting the
Hayden,
weight?
hold on. Let Hayden get it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I love Derek Lewis, but man, anytime I've had to bet on him, it's always been against him. He just wastes too much energy. And I've watched the film on Spivak. I just like we were saying, if Derek gets the win, it's going to be by knockout. But I just don't see it.
Shit, I can see it after what Tom Aspinall did to him. Shit, I could definitely see it.
I don't, man. I don't. I just think once
Yeah,
it
but
goes to the
Aspinall
ground,
does that shit to Lewis tomorrow, bro.
yeah.
Right
Well,
now.
I just think once it goes to the ground a couple times, because I mean, obviously, I feel like Derek's going to get back up, but it's going to go back to the ground, and I think Derek's going to run out of gas.
I mean, I don't know how y'all
I
don't
think
see
it'll
it
be
though.
I think it'll be stoppage.
I don't see how y'all don't see it
Like
when
like
he got the
somebody
most
said
knockouts in
earlier,
heavyweight.
Well, the
when
other thing,
Spivak gets you on the ground, man, he just rains those elbows on you.
bro, D-Baby, I don't know if you've been watching Derek's social media or not, bro. And, like, dudes were trying to mark it as, like, a Photoshop. And then the majority came back saying that shit is not a Photoshop. It's just got to be an angle. But even at an angle, bro, Derek Lewis looks lighter than he's ever looked. Like, he definitely looks lighter than he ever looked. And I don't think that's a very good idea going in against a guy like Spivac, because that's just going to lead to you getting taken down even more. Andrew, I seen the hand go up.
Yeah, real quick. So Derek Lewis's takedown defense is 55%, which is fucking god awful. Just for a point of reference, Greg Hardy has a 64% takedown defense, which is better. Greg Hardy, when he fought Spivac took him down 3 times, for reference, just so you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but you gotta understand
Yeah,
though, certain matches, your
that's what I was
percentage go
saying
up.
earlier, man. It's gonna go to the ground, and
Hold
even
on, baby.
if
Hey,
Derek does get back up, I think it's going right back.
hey,
Hold on.
signature.
Baby's going against the grades. So, baby, what you go with it. What you got?
I was gonna say like certain matchups, like your percent is gonna go up. No matter if I fight a bum, and he tries to take me down, he can't take me down. My percent is gonna be 100%. It just like the matchups, like makes percentage go up. If whether it's a trash opponent or a fucking good opponent. So I don't really look at the stats like that. You can't. You gotta look at the matchups. Cause one matchup can change your percentage if a nigga trash. That's all. That's all I gotta say.
Facts.
Well, okay. That's fair. Alexio Oleinik only took him down one time in 15 minutes.
I mean, shit. I'm just saying though.
Alexio Oleinik, I'm just saying, though. One time
Hey,
in
D
15
baby, D baby, just make sure you show up next Tuesday, all right?
Bro,
I just don't think Derek takes it serious enough, man. Honestly, he's just I believe Joe said it earlier. He just hasn't showed me he's serious.
bro, I ain't have a side, man. I was just giving out a point. If I fight a bum, he try to take me down. I'm out. My takedown defense gonna be 100%. If he try to take me down 10 times and he's a
Yeah,
bum,
yeah.
like
No, no,
that's all I'm
I wasn't
saying. I ain't
saying
got
you're
no side,
wrong. You're
Andrew.
definitely right. But
I mean, you
nah,
definitely have to give some respect to Derek Lewis and know that he's got, fire in his hand. I mean, he's a straight right-handed fighter. If he does catch you on the chin, you are going to sleep.
For sure,
Uh,
for sure.
y-
oh,
yeah, I mean,
100%.
his lack of, definitely not really investing into his qualities and being able to, progress as a fighter has definitely been his career. Uh, so I mean, that place, I totally agree with you. I almost kind of wonder if it's going to go to a decision because they're both going to kind of stay away from each other and they're both going to land, but they may not put in everything to knock the other one out because they'd be so scared of getting knocked out by the other. So, for it possibly going the distance, I think it's kind of fun to sprinkle some little cheddar on that.
Hell no, bro. Derek ain't getting the distance on this one, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not just trying to
They
argue
could
with you
totally
either, bro.
both get scared, and you're looking at frickin' him versus uh,
Francis and
Francis.
Be honest, I
They,
don't know if Derek could go the whole 15.
Oh,
not
he
not
he could,
saying he
as
couldn't.
long as he lays
I'm
down
talking
for the second
cardio
or the
wise.
third.
Yeah, yeah.
oh, is it
Yo,
in
you
less
were
than
saying
five? Is it
who
five?
has one takedown by Alexio Oleinik?
Derek Lewis,
Olenek
It's
took down
five
Spivak.
Lewis.
rounds. Never mind. 5 rounds.
Spivak.
Yeah, that confused me because I was looking at the stats right now, and both of them got taken down by Alexio Oleinik one time.
I mean, shit, I was speaking on the Greg Hardy percentage. Andrew's putting too much stock on that 64%. So that's why I had to bring up my little scenarios.
Oh, my bad.
I'll
It's a
take
five
Lewis
round
by
fight.
KO.
Hey, Usman.
Hold on, you said Spivac for a knockout, or what you say?
Nah, Lewis.
Oh, Lewis, for sure, for sure.
There
Oh
you
yeah,
Spivac can
he's
go.
knock
from
him out.
Texas too, bro. I can't even argue, man. Sorry about that joke earlier, man. I ain't know it was you in the chat. I ain't know. I was just throwing it out there. I'll
Which
tell
one?
everybody the joke though, so nobody's left out. What do you call 53 millionaires watching a football game?
I
The
ain't see
Dallas
that joke.
Cowboys.
I ain't see that joke. I don't get it.
Because they lost in the playoffs. My wife watches football. I don't even watch it. My wife walked up to me in the hallway and goes, "Babe," and I go, "What?" She goes, "What do you call 53 millionaires watching a football game?" And or watching the Super Bowl. And I said, I looked at her like, I don't give a shit. I didn't even say nothing. I just gave her the look like, I don't give a shit. And she looked at me and said, "The Dallas Cowboys." And then she laughed her ass off and walked away. Like that really happened. Like she was fucking cracking up at that shit right there. I was like, okay, all right.
Baby,
And
how you not
that's
get
real.
that, man? The Cowboys are like the Yankees. Like everybody loves to fucking root against them. That's
Well,
like that's what you do in America.
that's America's
Root
team.
against the
Yeah.
Cowboys, bro.
Is he a Cowboys fan? Is that why?
No, I don't think baby likes football.
Nah, I don't fuck with football, bro.
Yeah, no, baby's like me. He don't give a shit. My old lady watch football. That's why anytime I can comment anything about football, bro, I'm getting it from the wife or the kid. I don't watch that shit. I'm too busy watching fights.
All
They're
you
like,
gotta know,
Yeah, there you go, Joe. I
all you
like
gotta know
that.
is just fade the Cowboys, bro. Fade the Cowboys in the playoffs, and you'll be rich.
bro,
That's all you
here's
gotta
what
do.
I know, and I don't care about anything, any stupid shit anybody has to say. You fade the Lions. Over a lifetime, you will be rich.
And
Over
the
a
Bears.
lifetime,
I mean,
you
I
will
can
be
say the same shit about our Raiders, and Andrew fucking knows it.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fade them shitty ass fuck. They suck too. Fade the shit out of them. I know
Dude,
And the
that. I
Bears,
so
don't
you
even
know what
bro.
the
watch
beautiful part
football.
about that is growing up, like I would never bet on my team or against my team. Like that's just how I was, right? And then I got a little bit older and I still didn't want to bet. I would always tell my friends, like, yo, bet against the Raiders because they're gonna lose. But I could never do it myself because like the fan inside of me would be like, no, man, they have a chance. So I would never do it. Up until like last year, I'm like, you know what? It's been 20 years of this fucking garbage bullshit. My whole adulthood has been invested into this. I'm done like being annoyed and being sad and shit. So I took the emotional part out of it. Oh my God, bro. I swear to God, I really am going to be rich next year off the
Although,
Raiders. I'm not
how
Yeah,
even
you
about
ain't
kidding.
done
Been to a
losing.
Lions game, Andrew?
No
You
more
ever been to a
losing.
Lions game?
Andrew? Guess
You
What's
ever
what?
been
up?
to a Lions game? Because that's some real depression if you want to talk
All right,
about
so
The
football.
we
Bears,
don't
bro.
do football in this space, but here I'm gonna give you this story real
Nigga,
quick.
that shit
I
rigged
grew up in
anyway.
Detroit, bro, and we had Barry Sanders, and then he fucking retired, like in his prime,
Oh,
bro.
it's so sad.
Hey, talk
And
to your
it was
shitty
like
owner about that.
I don't
Ruining
know.
careers, man.
I don't know if I was sadder when Barry Sanders retired as a child or when Mike Tyson got knocked out. I don't know what was worse for me, bro. Like I can't fucking tell you.
You,
But
you,
they're up there. They're
you
up.
know, you know what's worse for me, Joe? Seeing Mike Tyson fight an old ass Roy Jones Jr. when they were just hugging each other, and then and then hearing that people pay
Bro.
like $59 for
This
that
is
shit, and
so
I'm like, bro,
sad.
like,
Bro, I paid for it too. Like I'm such a
no.
simp. I was like, fuck it. I'll buy. Yeah, that's Mike.
We streamed it, and it was, a bunch of us
Ah,
just got together just
I'm
for the
not
fuck
gonna
of it.
lie. I would buy it just so Mike gets some money, bro. I fucking love Mike Tyson. I'm not. I am not lying to you when I say I lived in an apartment for a minute. So when I split up for my first baby mama, I let her have my house while she finished school, and I stayed in an apartment for like 18 months, right? So I didn't really have cable and shit. I was just like, whatever. I got my little fucking PlayStation with the DVD player and my little computer or whatever. I didn't even set up the fucking living room, bro. I just knew like I'm going back to my house. Bro, I fell asleep watching Mike Tyson's career every day for a year and a half. My wife now, the woman that's my wife now, if she was here, she would tell you, I came home after work because she got off work late every day and turned off Mike fucking Tyson while he was passed out from watching it, bro. I love me some Mike Tyson, bro. So, man, when he got knocked out, that shit was like, it hurt my fucking soul when Mike lost, bro. But I would give him $60 right now. If Mike put out a pay-per-view right now and it was $99, I'd fucking buy it. I swear to God, because I love Mike and I want him to get some money, bro. That's
He
it's
took it
what
easy
it
on
is.
Jones, though. He took it easy on
He's
Jones.
richer than you.
Just buy his
Yeah.
weed, bro. Just buy his weed.
No,
I
I
was
can't.
gonna say just
I ain't buying none of it. But I am going to
wait,
sleep. It's been fun
wait,
talking to you guys.
Hey,
wait. So
Rhino, have a good one. Listen, Mike Tyson's weed is horrible, guys. Rhino, we'll see you next week,
really?
bro. Hey,
See
I'm
you
gonna
next
probably
week.
do I don't know if it'll be next Monday or the following week, but I'm gonna do a feature piece on Ali Abdelaziz soon here, bro. I can't even tail it on a space. It will literally be a space of its own. It's the craziest shit ever. So I'll send you some
All right.
messages on that
Take your time.
if I can get
Ev-
that on next Monday. Anyway, bro, have a good night.
Hey yo, everyone that's listening though, make sure you tune into that special by Joe from On Topic, man. That Ali news report, that's gonna be crazy.
Oh, bro,
Just
I promise
trust.
that'll be hot. So I didn't do our plugs at the beginning of the space because I wanted to get to the fights early. So we're gonna do roster watch, but real quick, on topic MMA.com. It's just a web page with a bunch of tools or websites. It's just links to all the places you need to like bet fights, handicap fights, get statistics, weird shit like USADA and some analytics of market. Like it's just I think I'm up to like 50 links or 51 links or maybe a little under that because I did remove some that kind of were garbage. But it's just a whole bunch of links for capping fights and doing what we do in here. We started a YouTube channel. It's at The Real On Topic MMA because some fucking tool shed stole our name 6 months after we started using it to do a YouTube channel he doesn't use and he won't give it to me. And I'm gonna call him a fucking tool shed every time I have a space. I don't give a shit. The other one we got is, well, you could DM me. We're trying to get to about a dozen and a half people. I think we're almost there. Just a DraftKings league, like $10 a week. We know not everybody can get to DraftKings. Most of the people in this space that regular, I actually don't think can play on DraftKings. So it's not an easy one. And then if you go to the Fanatics app, it's free. Just make your picks. It scores us by wins and losses and tells you how you would have done against Vegas. As a bonus, the links are up above. Dead Picks posted them all. Dead Picks and Usman and a dude named Beefy that's not here tonight have been kicking everybody's ass. Mostly because I had a bad week. Don't worry. I'm coming for them motherfuckers. But it's free and you can gauge, everybody can gauge how we do. I didn't do the shout out last week. The winners were Usman, Dead Picks. I think it was Dead Picks, Usman, and Beefy. Shout out to them.
That picks, you need to chill, dude. Every single week, I'm tired of it.
No, fuck that. Keep killing it. But keep killing it. But bro, you should know I'm bitter. You should know the person that I am is I'm bitter. I'm fucking bitter about it, bro. And I'm coming for you. I don't care. It's coming. And as soon as I beat you, I'm gonna be posting props to me from the other account, tagging my own shit, putting it right above your tag. I just want you to know. Um, anyways, I'm gonna
Hey,
wrap
hey,
this
real
out.
quick.
Wait.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, I just want to brag that though I wasn't first in the rankings, I was up most against Vegas. So how about them apples?
That's
How
what
about them
matters the
apples?
most, bro. That's what matters the
Yep.
most. Shout out to fucking Bill.
Yep.
Hey, one more thing. I'm sorry to interject, guys, but yeah, just one more time. Just how Joe said, all the links, everything is up there at the top. All you got to do is just scroll through the stuff, and you can see all the links to the DraftKings, to the YouTube page, to the Fanatics app, and then if you go all the way towards the front, you'll see that we are starting a group chat for International Fight Week. I mean, I'm personally not in it, but if you guys want to meet up, with the On Topic crew, I highly suggest you guys, hit up the link, hit up Joe, hit up On Topic, and he'll get you sorted out.
Yeah, it's a National Fight Week group for people that are trying to go in July. It's a slow build. Like there's not a lot of news now. We just got the date, some potential fights, but it'll pick up as it gets closer. Most of the people in the group have talked about, not most of, but many of them have talked about maybe meeting up and doing some stuff. So it should be fun. I'm gonna clock it out. Dead Picture killing it with the plugs, bro. I'm probably gonna have to put you in charge of that. And I'm gonna have to get D Baby to do the outro because you know how I feel about the outro. Fuck all the other spaces. I'm gonna lap this out and we're gonna do some roster watch. So the UFC. This is the first thing I'm gonna do for the roster watch because this is the first one. I need my glasses, man. Don't say shit. I don't care. I need glasses. Bella Mir, who I believe is Frank Mir's daughter, is the UFC's first nil ambassador. Nil is name, image, likeness. She's currently a freshman at the University of Iowa, and she has a UFC endorsement. That's pretty cool, I think. I don't know if she's actually Frank Mir's younger
She
daughter or not.
she is, and she has a I think amateur pro record of 3-0. So just a little nugget there, but yeah, she is.
Hopefully, I end up back in
Okay,
her dorm room one night.
daughter. That is the same daughter that's been fighting.
Yes, she was also in his corner when she was younger. So there you go. Like,
Got,
like in
got,
his final two fights, I think she was in his corner, and some people were opposed to it, especially because he was younger. And well, like we were talking about it in the other, I think it was last week. Like having family members in the corners, just it isn't really a great idea. But she was in it, and now I think she's a pro, like
I
3-0.
watched her a few months ago do her pro debut, and Frank was in her corner, her dad. I'm pretty sure she won the fight. Yeah, she did pretty good. She looked good.
Yeah,
I
I'm telling you,
remember
she's
that one.
undefeated.
I seen the one. I remember the one. I just wasn't sure if it was the same daughter because it seems I don't know. I don't know what she does at the University of Iowa. So, like, if she's not competing, but it wouldn't seem fair that she could be a pro MMA fighter. And, well, I guess because it's not full contact, right? If she's grappling or something over there, that's still fucking fair.
Well, yeah, and it depends. Like, cause I mean, she's not to the level of like UFC, so she's not really tied up to a contract like that. But yeah, I mean, and it also doesn't interfere with like with wrestling because that's just collegiate wrestling, you know. Because I mean, I do know. I mean, in college, I used to play like soccer, and they told you that you couldn't sign any professional contracts or else like your eligibility for university or college level soccer would be like nullified. So it is kind of different MMA from wrestling. I'm pretty sure that would get like reversed or there'll be a law later in the future. But for now, it is separate, so she can go ahead and do it. But yeah, like you're saying, I don't think she's into any type of big huge contract with
Well,
other
yeah,
corporations.
because if you're in the UFC, you can go do grappling contests freely.
Yeah, but oh yeah, well yeah, true. I mean, yeah, and if you can do grappling and you might even injure a leg, like wrestling isn't really that hard, you know.
So that might be somewhere where MMA promotions can pull ahead. You know what I mean? Where like they can start, where they can benefit younger athletes maybe more than some college sports. Like professional direct translation sports is what I mean. Like fighting's not a direct translation. You're not doing the exact same thing when you're grappling as you will be when you're fighting. So I don't know. I see that as an opportunity for some college athletes to get some money, and I'm never against that shit. I think universities were built off college athletes. And that's bullshit.
It's his granddaughter. She wrestles there, and I believe that law has been taken down, and college athletes can now get paid and sponsored
Hell
by
yeah,
big companies.
hell yeah, they can. I think that shit is awesome.
But I mean, the only thing is like that's only a sponsorship, right? So all she got to do is just wear like the UFC like jackets. That doesn't really entitle her to like be part of the UFC as a fighter. She still got to
Yeah,
earn that later
no,
in the.
no, yeah, it's just man, one of the wrestlers just did this and then he went over to the WWE
Chad
instead.
Gable, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Gable did it with Bellator, right?
yeah. You're right. Yeah, because I mean, because they were saying that, like, because he was just a wrestling like. I mean, he's super good at wrestling. I think he was undefeated for a cool little while. But they said that he might go into UFC or even WWE because they're too.
Yeah, and then they were like, you got to piss in the cup, right? And he was like, "Whoa,
Damn. Oh, okay. You're already coming out with the secrets like that.
bro, have you seen that guy?
That's how I look, guys.
I mean, he is a heavyweight,
Get
so
the
yeah.
fuck out of here! That's how I look, guys." Okay, then what's he on? Because you just tell me what you're on.
Protein shakes, and I drink my own piss like Leona Machida.
You eat a lot of liver too.
Oh, you already know it, man. I put my asshole out for the sun. What do you call it? Yeah, primal, whatever the fuck.
Fucking that guy is a fool, bro. That guy is one of the dumbest guys ever. Todd Duffy or Shogun Hua was removed from the roster. Todd Duffy was removed from the roster. He hasn't fought since UFC 158. He was asked to be released, and he was. Kyle Dawkins was removed from the roster. Victor Rodriguez was removed from the roster. Glover Teixeira was removed from the roster. Shamil
Abdurakhmanov.
Yeah, I knew I missed an H in there. He's been removed. Man, I didn't hit Bellator this week. I lost a couple small areas here because I was doing that. I'm doing that Ali piece. Todd Duffy did go sign with KSW though after the UFC released him, and he is going directly into a title fight, which should tell you the state of KS fucking W. I'll lap that out. That's a quick 5 minutes there. There's not a ton of them to talk about.
Didn't someone else sign as KSW? Fucking the guy that just Askarov.
Askarov.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure KSW just picked up someone. What do you call it? Like very recently, the guy that bitched because of the decision. I mean, they did rob it, but I mean, I
Oh, I
forgot.
know who you're talking about. Man, I can't remember the name, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
He's like from Kazakhstan, right, or something like that.
Yeah. He signed, bro. I'm telling you, he asked for his release, and I think he signed somewhere else, man. I'm pretty sure it was KSW.
It's
I
not
wouldn't put that.
Ismagulov, is it?
No.
Ismagulov just lost to Armin Sarukian, so no, I doubt it.
No, not Vigulov, not him.
All right, we're gonna hit some upcoming fights. So we're just talking about ones that were recently announced or recently confirmed. We're not talking about every fight upcoming. February 11th, Zhang is out. Tyson Pedro will fight Moteas. I know one of you boys can say that shit.
Abubakar?
Yep. That's not how you say that shit. Moteas Abubakar. Yeah, I guess maybe, but there's an S at the end.
Oh shit, probably got the wrong guy.
Modestus Bukauskas.
There we go.
Bukauskas. That's how you say that shit. Good man, bro. I try not to butcher him. I'd rather not say him. Benoit Saint Denis will face Joe Selecki on February 11th. Or February 25th. On that same card, Nikita Krylov will fight Ryan Spann. Andre Muniz will fight Brendan Allen. And Rafael Alves will fight Narolo Aliv. I like Ryan Spann, so I think that'll be nice to see. I mean, it's going to be a fight night card. It could be worse. I like Brendan Allen too, Andre Munoz. I think that'll be an okay card. I mean, that's not a whole card, but those are good ads. March 4th, this one I'm sure you boys will have something to say. Dan Hooker is going to fight Jalen Turner. Julio Arce is injured and out of his scheduled fight with Cody Garbrandt. No update on that. And Ian Machado Gary will fight Song Kian. Man, I don't know. I don't trust.
Arce's out, bro.
What?
Arce is out.
I just said that. Arce's injured. He's out of the fight with Garbrandt.
Oh, my bad.
That's good. Dan Hooker, Jalen Turner. I don't know what you boys think of that, but I think Dan Hooker's going to end up getting himself hurt here one day. Just my opinion. I don't know. Not real hot on Dan Hooker anymore. March 11th, Ricardo Lamos versus Austin Lingo. Tony Gravely versus Victor Henry. That Tony Gravely-Victor Henry fight is already getting more debate than it's worth. I just got to say it that way. Like, that fight is not even worth all the fucking debate that it's getting. Like, I don't care. Vitor Petroni will fight Anton Turcal. And then Ricardo Ramos will fight. I already said that. Austin Lingo. Raquel Pennington and Irene Aldana were added to the San Antonio card. Man, I didn't see that fight coming. I don't know if you guys did. I thought Irene would. Man, for some reason, I thought she was going to get a title shot. Am I tripping? Like, wasn't that talked about? Wasn't that shit mentioned?
We were just talking about it last week. How people are going to get beat the shit out of. But
I heard she was supposed to fight Pena. I thought she was supposed to fight Pena.
You thought Aldana was supposed to fight Pena?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I didn't hear that, but like I thought Aldana was getting a title shot or close. I don't know. I just didn't see the Rocky fight coming. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, I guess, but I really didn't see that one coming. And
Well,
it's
I think
expected to be a main event 5-round fight.
I no Joe. I do. I think what you just said right now. I heard it before where, and I think I posted in the group chat that we have like 5 days ago where Amanda Nunez, and I even said that she's done for that. Where Juliana was done for. Juliana Pena wanted the immediate rematch because allegedly her claim was that they're 1-1. So obviously, like the trilogy should be set. And then obviously Irina's coming up the ranks, so she wants a title shot. And then Amanda Nunez said that why don't they just fight for it? And then she just gets a bigger rest.
Yeah, Amanda's throwing a
So
fit, right?
yeah, so I
She,
guess that the UFC listen to her unless she's gonna defend her featherweight title, but I don't know against who honestly at this point. Because even then, Juliana can still fight her at featherweight, so I don't know why she decided to throw them against each other. But yeah, so I mean, Juliana doesn't want to fight Irene for the number one contender spot, so then it's gonna be Rocky, like you're saying, which is kind of funny how that situation is going on.
yeah, that's a little shady. I think Pena should get another fight. I just do. I don't care when you beat a champion that dominant and you actually beat them and finish them, even if they come back and finish you. I feel like that's when a trilogy is really warranted when you earned it. UFC 287 is shaping up. Fights reported this week are Gerald Mershaw Shart versus Joe Pfeiffer. Kevin Holland will fight Santiago Ponzinibbio. Gilbert Burns versus Jorge Masvidal. It is apparently Aljamain Sterling and Henry Cejudo are in the works for that card, but it is not signed pending Eljo's bicep recovery. So I think means Henry is getting a fight on that card, and it's not clear if it's going to be Eljo. And then AP versus Izzy 4. It's not 2. Fuck you guys. It's 4 to me. That's just what it is. This will be the 4th time that Izzy loses. So like 1, 2, 3, 4 losses.
Yes, finally
One,
Joe's
two,
on my
three,
team.
four,
Let's
five.
go.
Yeah, like finally on your team. I called it, bro. I said that last fight would go just how that last
Oh,
fight.
okay. Sorry, I forgot who was on our team and who wasn't, but I mean, I
Bro,
was
I
always on
was
AP.
definitely team AP. A lot of us were, to be honest. I don't know. I don't even want to see that fight. I don't know. I don't want to see that fight. Like I'll watch it. I'm not trying to say like I won't watch it, but like it's just not a fight I was, hoping to see. I wanted to see AP fight Jamal Hill. If I'm being honest, when they were start talking about that, I was like, that shit will be fire right there. But they went this
But
route.
they're saying that probably after this one. So then, especially considering that Yuri will be out for longer, I heard that once AP once again, that probably around the summer or fall he might fight Jamal, and which will be like the big arc. I saw it on Twitter. It does make sense because he just beat the shit out of Glover, who's his mentor. So fuck it, do it.
I think that shit would be fire.
Yeah,
Max
no,
Holloway.
let it simmer. Let it simmer. We know AP is going to be Izzy again. It's only going to get bigger. And then we all know Jamal Hill's going to knock Yuri the fuck out. So that's going to get bigger. And then they can fucking fight. Let it simmer. It's all right. We'll get it
And then
eventually.
Kamzat could come and swoop in and take all the belts.
Yeah,
Bro,
he's a
he
little
looks
busy at
like
170.
he's huge right now, bro. He's huge. I don't know if you've seen him, but he's fucking huge right now.
Shit, I
Um,
saw him losing rounds in that viral video against Kadyrov, man. So I don't know how good he's looking.
Kadirov's son was
Stop it,
smacking him
bro.
up too, bro. Did you see that shit?
Stop it. Come on. You
Kadyrov's
guys,
not even breaking a sweat. It's like,
they'll chop that man's head off if he don't comply. Come on, man.
Bro,
nah,
Kadirov's
no.
kids were going at him with no respect, bro. Chimaev couldn't do shit.
Fucking ridiculous.
Kevin Holland will fight, or Max Holloway will fight Arnold Allen. I know that is a hot fucking conversation. Man, there are some people very heated about both sides of that, and I'm glad they're not here at the moment because this room would fucking explode. I don't know, man. I favor Arnold Allen. Anybody who wants to favor Max, I'm not going to give you shit. I've favored Arnold for a while now, so it it would be silly for me to go back on that. Gaston Balonis versus Aaron Phillips is also on that card. And then Priscilla, April 22nd. We just got a couple of these left. Priscilla Cachoeira versus Karine Silva, April 29th. Chelsea Chandler versus Danielle Wolf. And May 6th, Chaos William versus Ronaldo Bedoy. Man, I'm excited to see Chaos fight. You know, I don't care about fucking Chelsea Chandler or Danielle Wolf or Priscilla Cachoeira or Karine Silva, if I'm being honest. Whatever. Marin, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say goodbye, guys. Gotta go to sleep. Oh, well, not be forced to sleep, but I gotta fill out a job application and then go to sleep afterwards. So, have a nice night, guys. Talk to you guys later.
Nah, brother.
Be good, Marin. We'll catch up with you. There's not a whole lot more. Andrew, you still over there?
Yes.
So PFL announced week 7, 4 fights. Main event will feature ex-UFC fighter Impa Kazan.
Kasanganai. That's my boy Impa, bro.
Kasaganai.
There
Yeah.
you go. Well, he's
Impa's that
fighting
dude, man. I was
Brave.
sad when he got cut.
He's fighting Brave Combat Federation BFC vet Asma Al-Sidi. That'll be the main event. Under that is Nicholas Coring versus Joey Anglo, who both make their first. No, Joey Anglo makes his first appearance since 2017. Challenger Series 1 vet Victor Johnson will fight Cage Warriors champion or California champion Victor. Nope. Yep. Trey Williams. Sorry. These notes, I don't do a great job sometimes when I'm hacking this shit out. And then Mont Morrison versus Roland Dunlop. I don't know who neither one of them guys are, but they're both 3-0 and they're both making their debut from what I can find. So whatever. I don't care much about PFL, but I'm trying to cover it for you, Andrew. I'm trying to check the news on it. I'm trying my hardest. You should know in my Ali Abdelaziz piece, Kayla Harrison's name gets in there. PFL. I'm looking out for you. That's what you know. Third best promotion on planet or something, whatever you call it. I know you think highly of it. Third or fourth or something like that. I know. After that, a little bit of dirt sheets.
Hey, quick question for you, Joe. Do you know anything further about the acquisition of Bellator?
No,
They're
that's
selling?
crickets, and I've been kind of waiting to see if anything comes up with that. But if they're shopping around, that shit will probably take months.
Wait, what are
Okay.
they doing? Are they selling like the brand or
It's
what's
being
going on?
rumored that Bellator is for sale. I
So
looked up.
UFC could swoop in if they wanted to, but they
Oh,
wouldn't. They wouldn't.
bro, I found their revenue numbers like a month ago. They generate such little money on scale, you would not believe it. Like Conor McGregor generates more money in a year than all of Bellator generates as profit. Like it's
So it's a
fucking crazy.
passion project for them, and now they're getting fucking rid of it.
Well, no, it's been sold off and resold and resold. Viacom owns that shit now, bro. Like they don't. Viacom is a massive company. They're not putting all that production and all that effort into a product to make $20-30 million a year. Like they're not fucking doing it, bro. There's no way. And the company's value 4 years ago was real low. It was under $100 million total, like estimated company value. It was crazy low. And then Ariel Hawani actually went on his show and said he thinks they could be for sale. So I don't know. It seems that may be the situation. I couldn't tell you. It would take me too long to try and find the space where I have all the stats on it. I clicked these first ones real quick, but I don't see them. But I did do a piece on that a few weeks back. there's a good chance that they're being sold. Amanda Nunes
My bad.
versus Irene Aldana. Hey, go ahead. You're broke up real bad, bro. Go that again. All right. Nunes won't fight. She can't reach an agreement. That's why Irene Aldana didn't get a title fight, apparently. Conor McGregor has been offered a coaching spot on Tough. We hit that one. Conor McGregor only has 2 fights left on his UFC deal. I'm sure he stays with them, maybe. But, man, if he does Tough, they get the fight out of him. If he could squeak another one in by the end of the year, Conor McGregor is potentially a fucking free agent.
I can't. Why are they putting him on Tough again? He's done Tough already. That's going backwards, in my opinion.
You
Trying
got
to
to build
say
that
Tough
guy
for the
back up,
views.
bro.
What?
Build them.
I think they need to build him back up. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't think he sells, but I don't think he sells like he used to sell.
Sanko, it's because you have simps out there that still want to fucking watch him.
Yeah, dude. There's kids, bro. There's kids that are still coming into the sport, and they talk about Sean O'Malley. I see this shit at work every day, but they still also talk about Conor McGregor. Like these kids will ask me about it. Like
Oh
it's
my
interesting,
God,
you
I
know?
can't stand the man's name already.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, man, his name's still marketable. So I mean, I guess to put him on top.
You know
It'll
what's
draw
funny?
eyes.
If he got himself into hot water again, and then all of a sudden, like 2 days later, he gets hit by a car. Just to save his name, you know.
Man, someone else was in here saying that shit a little bit ago. That's funny. Nate Diaz filmed a movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme where apparently Nate was supposed to just be a little part of the fight scene and was like, no. That's not how that should be done. Or I'm sorry, not Nate, Nick. And Nick took over the scene and was like, no, that's not how that should be done. And he ended up choreographing the whole scene. So I don't even know what the name of the movie is. It's a fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. Who cares? But I seen that and was like, oh, good for Nate.
Is that like a C movie now?
Yeah, probably a C movie. Charles Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush has begun to get reported to be in the works for May. That shit would be fire right there. I would be super excited to see that fight. Charles deserves the rematch, but I still would be super excited to see that fight. That's a good fight. What else do I got here? Julian Paiva was arrested for domestic violence in Brazil, according to police reports. The former bantamweight champion forced his wife out of the home. Apparently, this is the second time he's been arrested for putting her ass out. Johnny Walker revealed that he fought at 236 pounds and then posted a video talking shit about John Jones doesn't lift that much weight or some shit, and then deadlifted 300 kilograms. Like, I don't know why Johnny Walker's trying to go after John Jones. Like, bro, try to
Money,
win the.
money.
He ain't getting John, bro. It is money for
Let
Johnny.
me
Like,
tell you, there's nobody in the UFC anymore. It's become like a TV show of who's over who to grab the money. I just feel like it's getting so all about money rather than the sport anymore. You know?
Real wrestling like nowadays. I'll tell you
prize
that much.
fighters, homie. Prize fighting.
I'll tell you this, he gonna lose the gun. I'll tell you that.
The
Get the fuck,
bones.
bro. Come on, man. We'll have plenty of time for me to correct you about that later, bro. Do not, baby, do not put your fucking money out there, bro. Just
Well, I'm betting
don't
the
do it.
house on gun, bros.
Hey, bones
Baby,
don't
you
make
just got chewed
bones.
out this morning for playing devil's advocate, and you out here doing it again tonight, bro.
Hey, baby, you
Bro,
can come stay with me after you lose that house, bro.
Bro,
bro.
what was I playing devil advocate on? Like, what fight? Oh, you talking about the Murphy? Man, Hey, what? I mean, Joe.
Yo,
Hey,
Wes was
she
Hey,
getting
got fucked
on you
by the
about that,
judges,
bro.
bro. She got fucked by the judges, baby.
I told you, Andrew, we was trolling, my nigga. Come on, bro. It was like that. There you go.
Lauren Murphy got totally fucked by the judges. I don't care what anybody says. There's no way that shit was 26-30. That's bullshit. Totally fucked by the judges. Totally fucked. 27-30. I can see it.
Nah, bro, that
26-30.
was easily
Get
30,
the fuck
25.
out of here. She got
I
screwed
need
by them judges.
I need that pack. I need that Detroit pack.
Who
uh,
was it? Was it Laura that said I'll lose the house if I bet on Gun? I don't know, Gun. He a lot, bros.
Baby, listen. I seen you post a video on that account, and you got like a bed to sleep on and a TV to watch and shit, bro. Keep that shit, man. You're gonna lose it all on Gun, bro.
Man, hey, that
Bro,
was a
John
little.
Jones ruins lives. John Jones ruins lives, bro. He ruins whole ass lives. Ask Glover to share. Ask
Bro,
him.
I was
He
at
Glover.
Miami Beach. I was in Miami Beach, man, at that spot, bros. That little small. That's some small shit, bros.
Yeah, I just seen there was a bed and a TV, and I want you to be able to have a bed and a TV. And if you're betting on God, bro, you're not gonna have no bed and no TV, man. You're gonna
That's
fucking
fucked
lose it
up, bro.
all, bro. I don't know.
You
I
fucked
don't
up.
know. So check this out. I feel like T Rex was a little bit of a bitch. I like T Rex, but a Barstool writer predicted that T Rex would lose. So T Rex put out like a tweet or some shit saying that's why Barstool isn't known for doing sports. Then T Rex
Ooh,
got his ass knocked out, and Robbie Fox put out a headline that said T Rex gets brutally knocked out after saying Barstool sports writer didn't know anything about MMA.
I
Fucking
seen that, and T Rex replied back saying what, like, I don't like y'all, some shit, or that's how
yeah,
I'm
like
good.
it wasn't professional or some shit, and Robbie had to apologize. Like, bro, T Rex was being real bitch right there. Because if he got the knockout, he would have kept talking shit, bro. Like, fuck
T
that.
Rex is like the kid that wants to be the cool kid and wants to hang out with the big boys. He
I
wants to play
just
on MA Twitter with all them.
Yeah, he's gotta chill on that MMA Twitter shit, bro. T Rex, I know you're listening, bro. If you're out there, dog, just stay off the fucking Twitter, bro. Just go back to training,
Yeah,
bro. We
stay out of
love you, bro.
Twitter.
We
In
want to
his
see you
burner
win,
account.
dog. Yeah, dog. We know you're out there, brother.
he's on his burner account. They probably got a picture of a dinosaur or some shit with short arms.
Yeah,
All right. So Sean O'Malley got ejected from a restaurant for not meeting the dress code, and then went across the street all bitter, talking shit about him on social media. Like, bro, there's a fucking dress code. You don't get to walk your ass in there because you think I look fly, bitch. It's a dress code. If you don't make the dress code, take your punk ass the fuck up the road. I don't know what he
hey,
was
is it
crying about.
rumor or true that he's gonna do a slap fight?
Oh, I don't know. I would watch that
Who?
shit. I like the slap fights. Hey, listen. So, you guys know who Joseph Holmes is? He says he
Isn't he a
got
porn
jumped by.
star?
Yeah.
He said he got jumped by Kevin Holland and his crew. They were at a XKO fights or some shit, and Joseph Holmes says Kevin Holland got in his face, and then the next thing he knew, he said, "I got jumped. They beat me up. They beat me down. They stomped me while I was down." Kevin,
Because
fuck that.
that's the
Kevin
only fight
Holland,
he's gonna win.
fuck that guy.
Hey, did
So
someone say the porn star?
the what? No,
I
bro. I'm talking about Ugly Man Holmes.
I could have sworn I heard D Baby or someone say like the porn star. Like what?
Hell no, that wasn't me. That was Vinny or Laura.
My bad, Joe. I'm sorry, brother.
Kevin says Joe had beef with someone else. That's why he got beat up, and it had nothing to do with him. Then he offered Joe $20K to spar him at the gym. He's a little weird, man. Kevin's sometimes a little fishy. So Ngannou says he's in talks to fight or in contact with Fury's people to box him
Oh
after
wait, I got the lowdown on this one. It's
or
going to go
he's going
ahead.
to fight Joshua if the Fury deal falls through. What do you got, Senko?
I got that they're making a sham of it. It's going to be Ngannou versus Fury with Tyson as the referee. Have you not heard that one?
No, I have not heard that one, but
I'll have to find that and send that to you.
Tyson
Yeah.
Fury did call him, say on social media he would fight him. Like, I don't know why Francis is so determined to go get beat up. Here's the problem. I'm
Okay.
not at all talking shit about Francis. So I just want to ask you guys, really, because like I'm not a boxing aficionado. How many pay-per-views can Tyson Fury sell on his own? By himself.
Depends on where the fight is. Depends on where the fight is. If you're
He gets a
talking
lot. He gets a lot.
what?
He's got more. He's got a lot of followers in the UK, and he's got a lot of followers here in the US. Yeah, he can sell a lot. He's got him. He's got the most boxing. What do you call it? Pay-per-views in boxing in the last 4 or 5 years, something like that.
But what I mean is, what I'm saying is like, what's like a realistic? What's an actual count? Like, can this man sell 1 million pay-per-views no matter who he's
Hey,
fighting?
what about boxing?
Oh,
What about boxing? I had to go to my other account.
he'll sell about 30 million.
30 million pay-per-views?
I
Yeah.
don't think
Who y'all
so.
talking
Hey, let
about?
baby get on this.
Bro, the world record is like fucking 6 million pay-per-views.
Right?
Who y'all talking
No,
about?
it's more than that.
No,
It's
it's
more than that.
6.5 million.
Hey,
I was there.
Joe,
Y'all hear
can you
me?
hear?
Who y'all talking
Can you
about?
hear, baby?
Yeah, babe. So, baby, on his own, doesn't matter who he's fighting. How many pay-per-views you think Tyson Fury sells?
Shit, I think he could do 1 million. I think he that guy.
You really think he could sell 1 million on his own?
But
Man,
didn't what's his name?
Tyson Fury that guy.
Pacquiao and what's his name? They
Pacquiao and
sold.
Mayweather, they did like 2 point like something, almost 3 million, I think.
Are you
Yeah, but
sure? I
they
thought it
said
was. Yeah.
Maymack did like 6 point something, right?
Yeah, it was up. I think he did that with Conor McGregor, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's Maymack. That's Floyd versus May.
So Klitschko sold 1.7 million. Fury and Safari sold 80, what do you call it? 800,000. What do you call it? Deontay Wilder, what do you call it? The first fight sold 420,000. What do you call it in the US? And it was, or in the UK, and in the US it was 325,000.
So that's almost 1 million. That's almost a close.
700,000?
Yeah, for Schwartz, he only sold 325,000 in the US. So yeah, he yeah, man, and what do you call it? The second fight with Fury sold 1,200,000. So yeah, I
There you
guess
go.
he
There you
sells,
go.
bro.
So,
But that
but
was
wait
with
a minute.
Wilder.
Wait a
That
minute.
was with
Wait a
Wilder.
minute, bro. Wait a minute. So when he's not fighting top names, he's not breaking 1 million, right?
Average
And
like 300,000.
300,000, and that's what Francis sells too, right? Francis just sold 300,000. So here's my point. Even if that pay-per-view is $100, right? Bro, they're only going to generate $30 million. Like, I don't know where Francis thinks that he's going to make the money that like Deontay Wilder made when he fought Tyson Fury, or like he's not, it's not gonna be that kind of money, bro. These guys are gonna sell 300,000-400,000 pay-per-views. If they're lucky, they'll clear 40 million, right? Francis is supposed to be all about fighters, right? Which means that he's not gonna take all the money, right? He's gonna pay everybody on the card something fair, right? Which is bullshit. You guys all know, and I all know, there'll be fighters on that card that make $1,000 to show. That'll be fucking real, while Francis is raking in his millions because he don't actually give a fuck about other fighters. So like I just don't see it, bro. He's not getting 20 million. They said, Francis even said if he fought John, he thought he could have made 8 million, which means they probably offered him like $3 million because Brock got guaranteed like 2.5 or some shit plus pay-per-view. So like if he was going to be the highest guaranteed fighter or whatever, he'd have had to make 2 million 2.5 plus pay-per-view points. So when Ariel asked him, do you think you would break 8 million? He said, I think if I fought John. So based on pay-per-view points, he thought he could make $8 million fighting John. If him and Fury only sell 300,000 pay-per-views, I mean, I guess if he takes half the money and there's no overhead and they don't have to pay no other fighters and nobody takes a cut, he still won't make that. I mean, I guess he'd make maybe $9-10 million because you got to figure over in the UK they pay half of what we pay. Some countries pay less than that, and that's not a lot. Some countries
That's a
pay
good
like
point.
$10 for that pay-per-view, bro. So like the US pay-per-views are the only big dollar pay-per-views. They're like $10 in some countries. We've heard people in spaces with Rob J. Spec telling us that shit. Like, so overseas, if they sell half their fucking pay-per-view, I don't know, bro. I just don't see it. I don't see where there's room for Francis to make any more money in that fight than he would have fighting against John Jones. I really don't see it. I
I
don't.
mean, I think the MMA fans will love it. I think they would tap in just to see Francis get his ass whooped. So I think that shit would boost up
Bro,
the sales.
MMA fans won't pay $75 for an MMA card. You think they're gonna pay
Man,
$99?
for Francis to get knocked out, hell yeah, they would.
No, they're
Shit.
gonna watch it on highlight and on stream, bro. It's gonna be a one clip. He goes down. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna pay $100, bro. They won't pay $100 for fucking UFC. Like motherfuckers aren't gonna pay $100 to watch Izzy Alex 3 or $75, $80, whatever it is. They're not gonna pay it to watch Volk versus Islam. They're gonna be streaming. There's gonna be spaces full of people. When you're like, "Yo, did you buy it?" They're gonna be like, "Ah, you bought it." Ah, they're gonna be fucking clowning you and shit. Like they're not gonna buy that shit. Ain't nobody
Hey,
going to
that
buy a
shit,
$99 fucking boxing card for one bout, bro.
that shit went with Vinny's PFP, and when you were like, ah, that shit went with Vinny's picture.
And like, I'm not even just trying to be a hater. I do not see where he can make much more money in that fight than he would fighting John. Cade, what you got, bud? Welcome back.
What's up, man? I was listening to what you guys were saying for a little bit about Francis and Fury fighting and like the money he'll make. Uh, nah, it, he'll he won't make no $20 million and nothing crazy like that, but he'll probably at least he'll make between 8 and 12 guaranteed. Like
But
boxing,
he was getting 8 to fight John. That's my point. Like, what the fuck is the point? You're just gonna go get beat up in boxing to get beat up in boxing? That's my point. Like, I don't disagree with you that he can get 8-10 to fight Fury, but they're talking he'll get over 8 to fight John. Like, it just doesn't make fucking sense to me.
yeah. I just to keep it real with you, bro. Like, and I know a lot of people won't agree with me on this. I just don't think Francis wanted that fight. Realistically, I know
What with
that sounds.
Jones or
I
what?
No,
know. I know that sounds really crazy and maybe ridiculous, but I
no,
really feel like maybe he just did not want that fight at the end of the day.
no. So it doesn't make sense, right? So, like, I know I'm a John Mark, and everybody's like, Joe favors John. But okay, realistically, who's the one guy who has absolutely taken apart all the scariest men in UFC history? It's John Jones, bro. So just that factor alone, I don't care who you are. If you got to fight that man, knowing that he was beating these dudes up in the fucking steroid days, like it's gonna make you think, like, okay, this dude is for real. Like Francis may have felt before, like, oh, I'll fuck these guys up. But when you're looking at John Jones, I don't care who you are, you're like, okay, that's a real fight. So he wanted a John Jones clause in his contract, and that's real because Surreal Gone has one too, right? They get these John Jones clauses in their contract. There's a reason John has his own clause. All I'm saying is that if he lost to John, it would hurt him bad. It would hurt his value bad. It would hurt his sell bad. In MMA, it hurts him bad. I think his thought is he can box and even lose and box again and then still get an MMA fight. I think that that's his point of view. Is like, I could cash in 2 or 3 big times right now, no matter what. But if I go fight John and he takes the belt and he rides off into the sunset, and I only sell $200,000 buys on the next pay-per-view I get after that, I'm back to making dog shit. And it's not dog shit to me or you guys, but to what he feels he should make, it's dog shit. So, like, I agree with you, Cade. I don't think he's scared to get in the octagon. I just don't think that fight makes sense for his career. Like, that's how I feel.
I don't know. I don't know how bad it. Look, I'm not disagreeing with you at all, right? But I'm just saying I don't know how bad it hurts his career to lose to
I mean
what, just
financially.
a
I just
goat.
mean financially, Kane. I
Oh,
just
okay,
mean
okay.
hurts his career financially. Like he'll still fight, people would still watch, but like, he ain't gonna make the money. Boxing, he's guaranteed to make a couple $1,000,000 every time. I get it. But he's talking
Yeah,
about he's gonna box all these world elite boxers, bro. No, he's not. He's got no respect for what them boys do, and they're gonna teach it to him.
yeah, and I mean, I just if I'm Francis, bro, and I'm that big motherfucker, I ain't afraid to fight nobody, bro. I would have just honestly, I don't know because I'm not in his shoes, but I'm just talking as a fan, right? But I'm just saying, like, as big as that motherfucker, I might just take my chance to try and sleep the greatest of all time, bro. Like, what do I got to lose? Like, I fucking connect on one and put his ass out, and now everyone's looking at me like I'm some fucking, like, I'm the biggest thing ever. I don't know, bro. I just, I don't know. That's a
K,
legacy fight for Francis.
I
hey
feel
K,
you, but
hold
John
on,
is
hold on,
big as
Joe.
fuck.
But look, hey K, you think Francis hit harder than Deontay Wilder?
I think I
Hell no.
no. I feel like I I feel like what's the way to put this without making myself sound dumb when I'm not trying to. I feel like power in boxing and power in MMA are different because they're two different ways of punching in a sense. Like
Power is
there's different
projected by
techniques.
accuracy in
Yeah,
boxing.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
agreeing
yeah.
with you. I'm trying to back your point up. Accuracy does create the appropriate power in boxing. So it's not a fair comparison. I agree with Cade right there. It's not the same.
That's fair enough. I ain't
But
mad at that.
when McGregor, like for instance, let me just put it this way: I'm an MMA fan before I'm a boxing fan. Always have been. And even when McGregor signed the contract to go fight Floyd, I told all them MMA motherfuckers that fucking wanted McGregor to go whoop his ass, it's not gonna happen, bro. You're not gonna go into this man's sport and do what he does better than him,
Hold
especially
on
when
now.
he's
And he lost, and you got something to stand on, bro. But
no, 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 no.
Connor
But
hit him
I'm
more than Pacquiao hit him.
no, no, no. Listen,
Man,
listen.
he carried him, man.
No,
Stop it,
listen,
Joe.
because I didn't finish. I didn't finish. I didn't finish. I'll
Go
say
ahead.
this: so I this is where I'm going with this. Connor's performance was a lot better than I expected. It really was, and he did actually not do that bad. But if you really want to be technical with it, and I've rewatched the fight actually a couple times. I don't know, bro. I'm a no life. I just do that type of shit. Um, Floyd was toying with him, in my opinion. But
Exactly.
I'll say this. I'll say this. Connor did, whether you think that's true or not, Connor did put up a pretty good performance, right? But anybody in their right mind knew he probably wasn't going into the sport of boxing and beating Mayweather and what Mayweather is one of the greatest to ever do it. And probably the best to ever do it in at least
Why
my
do you
time.
think it was an exhibition fight? It
Nah, that shit
wasn't.
was a real
No,
bout.
that shit
Oh,
was
was it?
fucking,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I thought that was an exhibition.
No,
Nah.
That shit
that
was
shit was for
real.
his record.
So, like, and legitimately, bro, like, Connor was able to connect, but the point there is that
Bro, that shit was
I'd like to
cap,
touch
Joe.
on is it's different. The padding, the technique, it's all different. I want to ask D Baby this real quick because he's the guy I go to for boxing. He probably got someone he go to for boxing, but if I want to know what's sharp in boxing, I usually listen to D Baby. So you just say one name for the winner or loser I'm going to throw a couple of sets of names out there, and you just tell me who's going to win that boxing match hands down. Francis Ngannou, Tyson Fury.
Bro,
Tyson
come
Fury.
on, man. That's Tyson Fury all day. 1 round.
Francis Ngannou, Deontay Wilder.
Man, man.
Deontay Wilder.
1 hitter quitter. He done.
Francis Ngannou, Anthony Josh.
Ooh.
Possibly. Anthony's got a perfect chin there.
Here's
Yeah,
my take
he
on
got a
that
better
fight.
chance on that. He got a better chance on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
He's got a puncher chance at least.
Ngannou, Usyk.
Oh shit, Usyk
Usyk.
fucking him up. I don't
Usyk.
care. He gonna
Okay.
lose
The
all that.
speed.
Let me. Hey, hold
Ruiz.
on,
Keep
Joe.
it real.
Real quick. Hold on. I got to get this one out of D, baby. Keep this really real. Francis Ngannou. Damn, I just lost his fucking name.
Andy Ruiz.
Andrew Ruiz.
Oh, Andy
Ooh.
Ruiz, bro. He
That's
fucking
all
him
I'm
up.
saying. Like, what the fuck is Francis doing, bro? What the fuck is he doing? That's what I'm saying. Like, who the fuck are you gonna go beat, bro? You're gonna go
He
get beat
thinks
up
he's
in
gonna go
boxing.
into he's going into boxing's, upper elite, he's not even that elite in the UFC to be that elite in
No, bro.
boxing.
And he is fucking worthless in MMA after he gets dropped fucking KO'd in boxing. I don't know
This
why he
way.
doesn't understand that, bro.
Joshua, to be honest with you, the only reason it depends on the approach Francis takes in that boxing match, but the only reason that Anthony Joshua would have even a slightest chance is because sometimes Anthony Joshua doesn't put out enough volume.
Yeah, I've watched.
Yeah.
So, listen, I'm not going to lie. I hate boxing, dog. But, I watch all them dudes I just named. When there's an Usyk fight and I can figure out how to grab it or see it, I won't pay for them. But sometimes I just be bored and there's no MMA on. I hit Twitter real quick and get a feed. I watch all them dudes I just named, and I don't feel like Ngannou has a chance against any of them. I feel like Josh is probably the guy that has the chin that Francis could probably hurt, but he's not gonna get to that chin, in my opinion. You can say
Yeah,
what you want
nah.
about Anthony Josh, bro. He is a textbook fucking boxer, bro. He is a
That's his best
textbook
chance though.
boxer.
That's his best chance out of everybody you named though.
Yeah, I agree, but I still think his chances are shit. He's still minus. Josh still goes into that fight minus 1,000, bro. Minus
No
1,000,
way.
in my opinion.
No, that's high.
Bro,
I
it
mean,
should be worse than
I think
that. It should be one of
I
them
think
fights that goes off fucking worse than that.
You have to understand, bro. Just like none of those motherfuckers are coming into an MMA ring to beat him, it's more than likely that he's not going into their boxing ring and beating them at their craft, bro. I mean, it's. I'm not saying that there's not a puncher's chance, but boxing puncher's chances are kind of harder than people think, because boxing isn't, not to say mixed martial art isn't, but boxing is a true art. There is a way to box.
Oh yeah, bro. So it is literally a measure of who can land the more accurate strikes more times. There are the knockouts, like just a crazy punch, but most of the time those knockouts are led to by textbook boxing. That's what not textbook by this guy style. What I mean is you're very disciplined. You have your style of boxing. You do it by the book every time. I don't see I've seen Tyson Fury, or I've seen Francis Ngannou go out with at least 5 different game plans in fights, right? Like how he's going to approach it. Charge out in one, not throw any punches in another, take a dude down. He switches it up. There's no switching it up in boxing. You go in there and you do your fucking job or you get knocked out. Bro,
I bet you if boxing wore 4-ounce gloves, there'd be more knockouts.
Yeah,
Oh, that was the
easily.
other thing. That was the other thing with Tyson Fury and Ngannou. They're going to fight with 4-ounce gloves with Herb Dean being the ref. That's right.
Oh
Do
yeah,
you
yeah. Nah,
know?
it's Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson the ref.
Do you
Yeah, Mike
know
Tyson, the ref.
how hard Tyson Fury will punch him in the face with a 4-ounce glove on?
Bare knuckle style, basically.
Bro, yeah. I'm not saying that Francis don't hit hard like that with that glove, but bro, I can't imagine Tyson Fury hitting a motherfucker with a 4-ounce glove. I bet you.
I'll say this, and this may sound crazy, but because well, fuck, dude, I've never seen 4-ounce boxing gloves. Are they gonna box with MMA gloves?
MMA gloves.
The
MMA
fight
gloves.
gloves. The
Well,
fight
okay, then I'll
gloves.
say this: since Francis is so used to his fight career being with those, even though there's no wrestling and no kicking or none of that, and it's just straight boxing, he might have more of a shot. But
Nah. Uh-uh.
I'm saying more of a shot to land
He
because
said, "Nah."
because with those because boxing gloves look because boxing gloves and MMA gloves they're just different. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that he's gonna beat Tyson Fury. That's not what I'm saying at all. But with the glove style, he might have a little bit more of a chance.
I
But
just
I still don't see him winning that fight, bro. Tyson
have
Fury's
you
a
ever
bad
seen
motherfucker in
Tyson
boxing.
Fury? Have you ever seen Tyson Fury's evasion game? Have
No,
you
he's
ever
he's
seen?
insane, bro. He's insane.
He is. He's got insane flexibility going backwards. He's in and out of the fucking matrix.
No,
For a big
dude is
guy.
insane, bro. Like, yeah, it's. I'm not saying Francis would win that fight. I'm just saying with 4-ounce gloves, maybe there's more of a chance for him to win the fight if he connected. But I'm
So
just saying, like,
here's where I would stand on that, right? So like, and I know there was a lot. I know Francis knocked Stipe out in the last fight. Stipe went in there small. He clearly had like some weird style game plan, but like,
He got caught.
yeah, and like the power of Francis is always a fear factor, but like from a straight up strategic like standpoint of striking strategically, Stipe is a Golden Gloves boxer. He outstruck Francis, bro. He did.
Oh yeah.
The second fight, Francis had the power and rocked him, and things were different. But like in that first fight, like Stipe outboxed him. Like there's
Oh
just
yeah.
it really happened. So like I don't know. I don't see the pedigree in of the boxing pedigree that Francis needs to box the guy he's talking about. The guys he's talking about. I'm not saying Francis couldn't beat a million different guys in the boxing ring, but bro, why those guys? Like I don't
it's
for money.
because
The
it's
names,
because
bro.
you gotta when you look at Francis's perspective, right? You gotta see. I know. Well, it's hard because we're not in his shoes, right? But Francis probably has had this conversation with himself. What's more important, money or legacy? Because he's probably.
Well, wait a
Well, I
minute.
don't want to
There's no
disrespect him and say he
legacy in it
doesn't
for
have
either
both, but
way.
those are the guys that are going to bring him the biggest paydays, right? So he
You know what?
probably in his mind just thinks, okay, if I get my ass whooped, I still made $10 million.
Francis is going to his legacy is going to be those cornrows he used to wear when he first came into the UFC, and the little braided cornrows.
No, it'll be that fucking blonde Z shit he does on the side of his head. I don't even know what that shit is, but whatever. Looks kind of cool.
And I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I say this, because I mean, I I watch boxing myself, the kid fucking gets on my damn nerves. But how can you hate him for what he does? Like Jake Paul will probably
Uh-oh.
be a more successful boxer than Francis Ngannou.
He already is.
Yeah, he
Like
already is.
he already is, but overall, at the end of all of this, he will be more known in the boxing world than Francis.
He
He
already is.
already is.
Yeah,
And he's already
like
made more money than he'll ever make.
So,
yeah.
Shit. This shit funny.
all right. Let's move on. We
Hold
stagnant.
on, Toppy. Hold on. I
What you
wanted to
got?
say this. I wanted to say this before you move on. You mentioned about Conor McGregor landing more punches than Pacquiao. Man, Floyd let him. He was carrying him in that fight just to entertain the
So,
crowd.
okay. To be fair, I'm not being a mark because I don't like Connor, bro. He did not allow him to land them punches in them first 3 rounds, and the majority of them were landed in the first 3 rounds.
Bro,
Connor
I
went out
promise you,
there
bro.
fresh, full of energy, and if he had better boxing pedigree, may have had a chance in them first 3 rounds. The man hits hard, but
Hey,
this just reinforces what we were saying about Francis, bro. Connor did not have the pedigree to box that man. There's no
do you
way around.
remember? Do you go ahead? I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Go
No,
ahead.
that's all right. That's all right. Go ahead.
I was thinking, if you went back and you saw Mayweather and his strategy, how he would just walk Connor down, and him and Sean Strickland carry that same type of boxing stance and just walk forward, with the arms out in front.
Yeah, then it's just, bro. It clearly Connor did have a quote unquote puncher's chance. Like he went out
Nah,
there.
he looked good. He
Right.
looked good, but I
He
promise
he
you,
did.
Floyd
He
tore.
did, but
Oh, so
but
listen, there was a point where I don't think Floyd was carrying him for any other reason other than I'm just gonna wait for him to get tired. Like
well,
I
here
feel like
I have
somewhere
a point in the fight I can tell you about, Joe, that I
like I,
knew
I
where I
think
knew.
it's like halfway through the third, no, probably halfway through the fourth, but there's a round where you can see that Floyd has clearly figured out that he's going to gas this man out. And it takes him a couple rounds after that, and then he goes in for the kill. So, like, I do agree, but I don't think like, some people have tried to accuse Floyd of carrying him for money. Bro, Floyd made hundreds of millions. He didn't give a fuck about that $50,000 bet on the 10th round that people are talking about, bro. That
Yeah,
shit is,
probably not him, but his homies. You never know. Like he got a lot of people on his side, bro. There's a lot of people on his team that need to make money, bro.
bro,
Like,
you talking about he's gonna risk losing to a dude that really could knock you out if he catches you clean, no matter
bro,
what the
Floyd
sport
that
is.
calculated. Yes, he's that calculated, bro. Like
Here,
he,
here's where I wanted to say this. So in the first, I want to say I'd have to go back and check again on the round. But if you watch the fight, there was a point where Connor connected clean. It was probably the best shot he landed on
you
Floyd
talking about
all
the
fight.
uppercut? You talking about the
No,
uppercut,
it
right?
wasn't the uppercut, baby. It was before that. It was a
He's talking about
straight
the
that got
overhand,
through.
the one that
Yeah, the
literally
overhand that
came
got
right
through.
over Floyd's guard, bro.
Yes, and Floyd got way more confident after that landed because he knew that was the best shot Connor was going to land. He even
Yep.
smiled and kind of pointed at Connor like, "Okay, bro, you got me there." And then after that, I think you saw Floyd starting to maybe push the pace a little bit more, like tiring him out, and then he went, I think maybe it was 2 rounds later he finished the fight, but I think that's when he kind of knew, okay.
Wasn't he hugging him up a bunch, laying on him
Nah, I don't
in
know
the fight?
that.
No, Connor started doing that shit later.
Yeah,
Like
Connor
Floyd
Yeah,
was
Connor
gassing
was.
his
yeah.
ass. Listen, Floyd definitely knew how to gas him. Floyd knew, all right, in order for me to put this dude down, he's gonna have to be tired, and then I'm gonna outvolume him. And Floyd did exactly what Floyd should do. My only thing I'm arguing is Floyd did not like them first 2-3 rounds, bro. That was not Floyd didn't go
Come
in there saying,
on.
I'm gonna let this man hit me, bro. Floyd got hit in the face more times in that fight than he's ever been hit in the face. That's not he didn't do that saying, I'm not scared of this dude hit me in the face. The dude fucking KOs people. That's real. Kate.
All right, if you guys want to continue talking about this, you can. But I found out some. I don't know if you read it or not. You come across a lot of things, so you probably did. Maybe you didn't. But I have an article from MMA Junkie on Chandler that I wanted to read the quote real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. We can switch it up.
What you got?
So he said, okay, so this was on Armin Saruki and calling him out. Chandler said, I didn't respond because I haven't seen him fight. Not disrespecting or whatever. I know he fought Gamrot. I haven't really seen Gamrot fight either. I appreciate the call out. That's exactly what I would do if I was him, but no thanks, man. I'm over here talking about Connor and the Ultimate Fighter. You think I'm worried about freaking Armin Sarukian with a silent T at the beginning of his name? He continued, it was a good call out. Good for him. He was coming at me, but that's not how you get a fight with me, dude.
How do you get a fight with him? You suck his
So,
balls or what?
so, so that just to our point earlier. I think that this Ultimate Fighter thing is probably going to end up being him.
That would be horrible. I do not want to see Michael
It's a
Chandler's
horrible
happy
sell.
ass. I do
That's
not want to
why
see
I
his
think,
happy ass.
yeah, I think it's a horrible sell. I don't think Mike plays off of Connor well. I like Mike. I met him. I really like Mike, but like I don't think he's a good counterpart personality wise for Connor. And I think if Connor's getting it, They're looking for someone who will go back at him. That's why I said Bilal. Like, I'm not saying Bilal is the most marketable guy ever, but Bilal Muhammad will talk shit back to him. He'll tweet shit back to him. He will
That's
go
why
right
I
back
said
at him.
Colby.
But Kobe, I don't think Kobe would do it. Like,
Yeah,
if
he
I'm
ain't got the
No,
being
I
honest.
don't
balls.
think so either. But that would be, like you said earlier, that would be just fucking WWE entertainment, bro.
Oh yeah, but I think Kobe is really I don't know. I don't know what's true and what's not, but there's rumors that there are screenshots flying around the internet right now of Kobe telling Chimaev to sign the papers and stop being scared. I haven't seen them firsthand, and I'm looking for them. And they have screenshots leading up to them that I've seen on some of the YouTube channels. But there are rumors that there are screenshots of Kobe telling Chimaev to quit being scared and sign the
You know,
papers.
I'm gonna be honest with
The
you.
tables have turned.
This might sound crazy, but I've never been the biggest Colby Covington fan, but I just know him and I know he's tough as nails. Like, and a lot of people say Chimaev will handle him, and that might be the case. But the thing is like I really don't think he's afraid to fight Chimaev. I think
Oh,
he.
he's not afraid to fight Chimaev.
That's a
He
big
is
money fight for him.
not, bro. And like, so I get roasted for this shit, like to the point it's not worth it. Colby Covington is a horrible matchup for Chimaev, and I've said that before. He has really good cardio, really good pace, really good takedown defense. Like, yeah, Chimaev could rock him. Anybody could rock anybody. Like, talking that shit is just fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, when we're talking from a beside the extraordinary circumstances, like, do I really think Chimaev can go out there and just take Colby down like he did Kevin Holland? Fuck no. Do I think Chimaev is going to stand there and outpace Colby Covington? No, I don't.
Bro, I said the same thing and got my fucking head torn off.
Yeah, bro, it's one of them ones, bro, where everybody's ready to go ham at you. And like, here's the crazy shit. I'm not even saying Kobe wins or loses. All I'm saying is that is not a good matchup for Chimaev when he's looking at the people at the top of that division. He would want anybody else, in my opinion, besides Kobe. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Chimaev was gassing in the Burns fight. People get so angry, bro. He won, and they start pulling up all these fucking stats from the third round and this bullshit. Go watch it. I've watched it 3
I
fucking
thought
times,
Burns beat
bro.
him. I thought Burns won.
Bro, he arguably did win.
Hey, I did too, though, but niggas don't want to hear that.
Hey, you want to know
Bro,
what's
and they get
crazy too?
extra mad about it, but it's
Hey,
real life,
Joe,
bro.
you want to know something crazy? Don't make that Chimaev and Colby Covington a main event 5-round fight, bro. He won't win that. Because if Colby could weather the storm for 3 rounds, that 4th and 5th round is going to be a test for Chimaev, and I don't think he passes.
So here's what I would say in a 5-round fight. This is what Kobe would know. I got to go out there, stuff him for the first, win the second, stuff him for the third, and then I will win the 4th and the 5th. Kobe would know that shit. All I got to do is stuff him for the first so he can't hurt me. That's all I got to do. I will definitely walk the second. I'll rest in the third while he tires himself out, and I will dog walk him in the 4th and the 5th on cardio. I'm not saying finish him. I think Kobe's got pillow fist. So I'm not claiming all that. But on cardio, I think Cody fucking
Shit, he was cracking ooze, man. He was cracking ooze, man. I don't know about no
This
pillow
in
last
the
fist.
4th and the 5th, bro. He was in them fights, bro. Like Chimaev is not going that
Hey
deep
Joe,
with
I'll
him.
be real with this too. Since Colby left ATT and got that new camp, his hands have gotten a lot better. I have to say. I felt like his hands in
Well,
that
and
last Usman fight would look a lot
they
better.
weren't great, but they weren't horrible before. You know what I mean? There's just he doesn't have. I'll say it this way,
Bro, you don't think he can crack, bro? You crazy. You was cracking Usman, man.
bro. Hold on, because I was just about to say I'll refer to it this way to go back on what I was just saying about them other dudes. I just think Kobe didn't have like the pedigree. I think his striking was clean, just not learning all the right proper techniques to actually crack in the right spot. But like, bro, if Kobe can close that gap, Kobe Covington is, bro, he's one of the very best in the world. And people hate his fucking gimmick. But you know what? His gimmick's wearing off. And that's actually one of the reasons I wonder, or one of the things I wonder, if Kobe got on tough, does he make the turn? What do they call that in WWE? Does he go babyface? Do we see Kobe actually helping people in the octagon? Actually, because everybody who's ever trained with him that's not a big name that he's trying to like get stardom off of has said Kobe's cool in the gym. He helps me a lot. He's a great training partner. Gilbert Burns just said, "Nah, man, I like Kobe. I seen him at the hotel or some shit. He was calling me, Gilbert, come here. I'm a huge fan, man. I love what you did in this fight and what you did in that fight. And is this your wife? And oh, let me meet him." And he said he was really nice to the kids. And Gilbert was like, I asked him like, "Bro, why you like this?" And he said, "Bro, I'm just trying to sell fights." That's what Gilbert just said. He's
I
like,
don't know.
"Bro."
I don't know if you guys looked much into it, either, but in after he fought Kamaru. So you guys know how I've told you before, but my dad's boy is he's a marketing guy and a equipment guy he helps the fighters get all their gear before the fights.
I got you. Okay, whatever. That's still
So
cool as shit. That's
he
still
was
cool as shit.
telling he told I didn't get this from him, but he was telling my dad that after the Usman and Colby fight, that Colby told Usman, and I even saw it on Twitter too, but it was hard to read his lips. So when my dad told me this, I was like, okay, that's what he was saying. But
I
he
know.
basically was saying like everything's good, bro. You know we do this shit to sell the fight.
So somebody zoomed in that audio as best they could, and that's like what he said. He was like, "Hey man, it's all respect or whatever. I'm just trying to sell the fights." That's like something to that effect, like you said. Like, so I definitely agree that happened. And like I think the best thing that could happen for Colby Covington at this point is to turn, bro. Like, stop being the heel, because like you did it to sell, you did it to stay in the UFC. You've proven you belong up there, bro. I actually think he would do better now if he turned to get
Yeah, because let's be real, they're not going to get rid of Colby now.
They're fucking
no.
talking about him like he's Kurt Angle and shit.
No, but what I'm saying is if he did change his gimmick, because he openly admits it's a gimmick, if he changed his gimmick, now I just like all I'm getting at is if he could get 50,000 people defending him now on Twitter or whatever, like, bro, it'd help his career a lot. Kobe has the problem now where like people really are tired of his gimmick. I really, because like I feel that I like Kobe, but like, bro, your gimmick is stupid and tight.
I just don't see it just because maybe I like Kobe and this whole gimmick he's done. Like I've always been a fan of Kobe. Like the second he did all that Trump whatever I don't know. I'm just a fan of it. So maybe that's why I don't see it. But yeah, I guess I know what you mean. Then I hear you.
Yeah, like because regardless, like at this point in this country, that whole it's a stigmatism, right? Like it's just like what regardless of what side you're on, I don't want to talk no politics in here. Regardless of what side it's on, it's clearly that like it's some type of Donald Trump shtick, right? And like it was born out of all of that. And like that's a really contentious subject for a lot of people. So like at this point, I feel like the people who are, like even if they're booing me, they're still paying attention, right? I feel like people are just tired of it. They're not paying attention to that no more. That's just what I think. I don't know. I just don't feel like people want to see it anymore. Like people are fucking over it, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, like you said, you fucking love the dude. I do too, but just that fucking gimmick. I don't like it, man. Like I would
I
rather
like
see.
Kobe's gimmick. That shit was cool to me. That nigga, he got a nickname for everybody. That shit be funny as fuck, bros.
I love what he calls Hamza fucking cum
Come
shot.
shot.
Yeah,
What he
I'll
He
be
called
calls
honest.
something
Usman?
else too.
What
I
did
Hey,
he call
really
Wes got
liked
Usman?
the
mad as hell when I
CEO of
said that.
EPO. I thought that shit was so hysterical, bro.
Oh, that shit was comedy. Wes got mad. He's like, "Why you calling the fucking most dominant fighter in the UFC cum shot? That shit is so disrespectful." I said, "Wes, don't get mad. I'm on your boy."
Like, what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do?
That shit was so funny. That shit was a highlight.
Hey,
Yeah.
what do you call Jorge? I forgot what he called Masvidal. Well, he got a nickname for everybody, so I can't keep up. That shit be funny though.
He calls Jorge George all the time. He's like,
Nah, he got a
George
name for him.
Masvidal. Oh no, he calls him Street Judas.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Nah, I thought it was something else. Was it
Mm-mm.
Street Judas?
It's
Oh,
Street
it was.
Judas. Yeah. Yeah. Um, Pantoja says he thinks Brandon Moreno is going to try to duck the trilogy.
Look,
I agree.
I'll be the first to answer this. I know there's a lot of mixed emotions on Brandon Moreno for a lot of people, just because he's that nice guy type. But the dude's a dog, right? But if you really want to be real about it, and I've even said this, like Pantoja, he's owned Moreno. I mean, he's up 2-0 on him. I don't know, man. I really do. I mean, I love Brandon Moreno, and I wish him the best. But I mean, I do see that being like a nightmare matchup for him, bro. I really do think Pantoja would probably be the next champ there.
Shit. Nah, I think it's gonna be what's his name? Matus.
Gamrot?
Damn right.
Matus, the dude from 125.
Yeah, my
The one
tooth
I
can.
just took
Oh,
out.
never
Who?
mind.
Oh,
I thought.
Nikolai Matus or some shit. I don't know if I'm saying
Oh,
it
Oh,
right.
Mateus?
Yeah, Mateus. Yeah, I'm tripping. I think he gonna be the champ.
Yo,
I
what?
don't know, bro.
Yo, what time is it in your guys' time zones? Where are you guys located?
East Coast, 1:47 in the morning.
West
Chicago, it's
Coast,
12:47.
West Coast, 11:47.
Same. So
Vegas, 10:47. So hold on. How you 11:11 and I'm in the West Coast too, and I'm 10:47.
Actually, I
Where
guess
you
I'm
at, D
not.
baby?
I'm on Mountain Time, bro. So it's like we're an
Oh
hour
yeah,
ahead of you guys.
You're right. Yeah, I'm in Vegas. So yeah,
You in Vegas, D baby?
yeah.
I'm in Summerlin. Where you at?
Swear to God, what? I'm in North Las Vegas.
Yeah, I live in Desert Shores.
Oh shit, yeah, I'm in the North Side.
Where are you? Like Sky
Over
Canyon or something?
over by Camino Norte and Washburn. So that's like by the it's kind of like the New North,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
got a guy there I hook up with.
By Aliante, by Aliante.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's what's up.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
should
I
all
thought
hook
I was
up
the
one
only
day.
Vegas guy.
No, Andrew's from Vegas too.
Oh yeah. Andrew, I forgot. Yeah, Andrew too. Yeah, that's right.
Andrew and me. Yeah.
So Jake Paul is set to box Tyson Fury, and the backup fighter is officially Mike Perry.
Thank you for bringing that name up
Or
because I
Tommy Fury.
meant
He's officially booked to box Tommy Fury, and the official backup is Mike Perry. Like
So
Perry.
Perry.
the
Yeah, you meant.
so Jake Paul is gonna fight Mike Perry then? That's fucking dope.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I'm so excited about it.
I would love to see
Bro,
that
why
one.
do I feel like Mike Perry gonna bring that dog to that fucking boxing match,
Bro,
bro?
I
Like he
would love
gonna
to see Mike Perry be the guy that just beats his
lady.
fucking ass, bro. Like,
Unsung hero, the
yeah.
unsung hero. He will, dude. He could actually.
Bro,
Fuck.
Jake's gonna punch Mike with all these guys, and Mike's gonna look at him and go, yeah. And Jake's gonna be like, oh
Hey,
shit.
I've told a lot of people this, and a lot of people, it's funny because I was a big like advocate for, like fuck this punk ass Jake Paul. This motherfucker can't fight. It's all staged and shit.
Oh, he can box, son.
No,
But
I'm all on his shit now.
I went to the open workout for the fights, right? And it was cool and everything, but then Jake Paul came out and did his open workout, and he started hitting them pads. I'm like, fuck, bro, you could hear them motherfuckers thump from the parking lot. Like, this kid really does hit hard.
Oh
Like,
yeah, he does. Listen, didn't he sign with PFL though?
Yeah, but
yeah.
he's got it's one fight per year basically on the super fight card. 2 years,
Wait,
2 fights.
so Mike Perry can even sign to PFL for a one-off, but they won't do that because they know he'll fucking
I thought he
No,
was
I
fuck
fighting
think
up.
Fury's brother. I thought he was fighting Fury's brother. I'm tripping.
He
yeah,
is,
Fucking
but
Tommy
Mike
Fury.
Fury.
Perry is the backup.
I
So
In
think
case since Fury has a history of pulling out at the last minute, they have a backup, and that's Mike Perry.
I think they're waiting for the right time. But if you guys really think about it and go back to the last 2-3 Jake Paul fights, what has been the reoccurring theme?
Oh yeah, old gassed fighters, bro. We know.
Well, no. But I'm
Mike's not
talking
old.
like think deeper into it, right? At the last 2 or 3 fights, who's been there with whose team and who's been fighting? So the Diaz team, they've been going to Jake Paul fights, causing mayhem, bro. Starting fights with his team, all sorts of shit. I feel like they've been slowly trying to build this fight and they're waiting for the right time to do it. And I feel like one of the times they're actually going to do it. Like, I know that recently, Joe, wasn't it last month or 2 months ago, they were talking about one boxing match and then 6 months later we'll fight in PFL. Like,
Hello?
that might happen.
Yeah,
Hopefully, Jake Shields
I have
will
been
sacrifice.
teaching. Let me, for some reason.
Do you think that Joe, do you think that they've been trying to slowly sell that fight?
yeah, but I think it's a bad look for Nate, bro. That's another layup for Jake in a boxing match, in my opinion, bro. That's another fucking layup for Jake, man. I don't.
Yeah, in boxing for sure.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Fader's last walk will be this weekend. I don't. I don't really give a shit, man. If I'm being honest, I don't know. I don't buy the whole he's the GOAT shit. I posted it somewhere and motherfuckers are still liking it like days later, bro. Fedor, so people are like, oh, the GOAT's fighting this weekend or some shit or whatever they said. I don't know what they said, but John Jones would have beat Fedor's ass back then. John Jones would beat Fedor's ass right now. That whole nonsense about Fedor being the greatest, whatever, John Jones would have beat Fedor's ass back then. John Jones will beat Fedor's ass now. It's not even a fucking conversation.
I mean, call me crazy. Ryan Bader about to beat his ass.
Yeah, he is. You know what John Jones would do to Brian Bader right now, bro? Come on. All right. That's pretty much it. I did a write-up on Power Slap, but I don't think I'm about to hit it unless Dead Picks tape. Did you watch Power Slap, Dead Picks?
Crickets.
Crickets. Listen, bro, one dude won the coin flip and was like, yeah, you go first. I'll hit second. And got knocked the fuck out with the first smack, bro. It was so fucking nice, bro. I was like, this guy's dumb. You gonna let him hit you first? Bro, crack. He went out. It was fucking over.
Joe, I cannot believe that after all this power slap shit, I follow the kid, Mitchell Sipe, and he's posted it all over his fucking Instagram, and I just found out like 3 days ago he's a part of that shit.
Yeah, I don't know how you just found that out, bro. I don't know. But okay. I mean, I get it. I don't know though, because I've been following all them guys. Like, I like Power Slap. I don't give a shit how many people don't like it. I think it's fun to watch, bro. It's fast. They crack each other. They pass out, knock out, whatever the fuck. They bring the next dudes out. They don't give a shit. He's like, yeah, he's out. Drag him off stage. Bring next guy up. Fucking here we go.
Bro, I don't like that shit. They should have made it like a slap boxing instead of like, you know what I'm saying, not letting people just hit you, bro. It would
Slap
have been.
boxing, that's sissy ass shit, bro. Come
Nah,
on, this
bro.
is way
There's
better.
What's the difference? It's
So
better
there's
than.
rules and shit, D baby. They can't turn their feet. They can't even like budge their feet in the wind up or the delivery. You can't lean into it. You can't lean back. You got to hit in a certain zone. Like, it's a real clean little fucking rule set. I like it. I don't care. I
So
think it's great.
Man, Dana should have just made a boxing league, bro. It's fucking
that's why he
slap.
gave up on the boxing league, so he could do this shit, bro. He says Zufo is too much.
What? So he tried to start a boxing league? I don't remember that
Yeah,
shit.
bro,
Zuffa
Zuffa
boxing.
boxing.
When was
And
this?
then
I
they
gotta look.
sold Endeavor and it got squished. He was in talks. God, I used to
Yeah.
have the list, bro. He talked to Ryan Garcia about an exclusive contract. He talked to, damn, I can't remember, bro. He talked to some big names. He was trying to get some big boys. And
What
then
was
he
it
went
called?
Zuffa
Zuffa boxing.
Boxing. And then
Zupa.
I think the last big name he went after was Anthony Joshua, maybe last time he was up. This is years ago now. And after that, it kind of lost some traction when he couldn't get one of them big names.
Dang.
Hello.
I'm
Because
surprised that
Garcia,
shit didn't work out. I'm surprised that shit didn't work out. That's crazy.
yeah. So I don't know. Anyway, that's all I got for tonight. But I want to ask D baby, you going to International Fight Week, bro?
See, that's the thing, man. I don't really plan shit ahead of time. Like, I just be moving. But most likely, yeah. What's it gonna be at?
Vegas?
Oh, it's in Vegas. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Hey,
At the
hey,
downtown convention center? Listen,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
VIP would be like $400, and we don't gotta wait in no lines, bro. I met 52 fighters last year.
Man, it just
Walk to the
depends
front
what
of the
fighter's
line,
gonna be there, man. You know, I'm not really a fanboy like that, so it
bro.
depends on.
Bro. Ask me how many pictures I took.
She probably took 100.
None.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
fan out like that. I walk up and talk to him real quick. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, I know who that is. And I just walk up. I'm like, what's up? They're like, you want a picture? I'm like, nah. I just want to say what's up, man. Sign my hat for me and shit. And just talk to him. I don't like, because I'm like that, bro. I don't want to be hugged up on you, taking pictures, leaned over a fucking table and shit, bro. Like, I don't, fuck all that shit, bro. I met you. That's good enough for me.
I do
What
that
up,
for Tito and Ella DePoirier and Jamal Hill.
bro? I'll probably do it for Lauren Murphy if I meet her, and John Jones and
Yeah,
Dana
you,
White.
you
That's my
definitely do it
list,
for
bro.
John Jones for sure, for sure.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. I'll be like, John Jones, I'm stuck. I'm next to you on the plane, bro. We're taking pictures for 4 hours. Let's go. No fucks given. Cade, what you got, bro?
I was just gonna say real quick, baby. Before I hop out of here, you play Xbox or like PS or anything like that?
Yeah, hey, I ain't gonna lie though, cause I'm on the Xbox. I be on that Game Pass and shit, but the only game I've been playing was Fight Night. That's the only shit I play
Bro,
right
I
now.
was just about to tell you. They just tonight the new boxing game just released tonight at
I
Tonight?
should have
Bro,
got
I
it.
midnight.
got them shits. What's it called? I got
It's
Xbox
called
and PlayStation.
It's called Undisputed. It's the first boxing game released since 2011. It's got like Tyson Fury, Terrence Crawford. It's got all of them in it, bro.
Nigga, what? I'm
Canelo's in it, right?
downloading that
Is
shit
it
right
Fight
now.
Night
Stop playing.
Undisputed?
Nah, it's just
No.
called Undisputed. Apparently, I haven't bought it or looked into it yet, but I just seen a bunch of people like Ben Davis just posted a picture of him playing it. So I think it just got released tonight, to be honest.
Don't
But they've
play
been
with me,
talking
man.
about it for like the last year.
I
Don't
got
play with me. I'm
PS5
about to get that shit.
I'm
and
gonna
whatever
play.
that other shit is. I got them both. Which one
What,
you
Fight
got?
Night?
I got the PS5.
What you got, baby?
I got the Xbox One, so but
I got both of them, so I could probably just get copies.
Let me know what's up.
shit. I'm
Run
trying to
that
bet
shit.
on that shit.
I'm
Cause
supposed to play Mario Kart against Andrew, bro, but my kids got these Switches. We got like fucking 3 of them in the house, bro, and I can't even pull it
Hey,
off.
check the top. I just sent Ben Davis's tweet.
Man.
oh shit. Oh shit. Hey man, if they put this shit, hey, I don't know if y'all heard of Gamer Salon or Gamer it's a website where you can bet on games and shit. Right now you can bet like people on Madden, shit like that. So I hope they put this game on the betting website, cause I'm be cashing out.
Man. Fucking Cade, you going to International Fight Week, right?
Yes, sir. I gotta be there, bro.
Hey, I ain't about to like tell you and no shit. I'm just asking where you stay. I already got a place I stay and shit. I'm just asking where you
I
stay
just
when you go.
stay at my buddy's house, but man, I already told you. I'm telling you, bro. I'm trying to get the full experience, and you seem to know what the fuck you're doing. So I'm just gonna meet up with you guys, like I was telling you in that space one day for
I
breakfast
remember
and
you saying
roll.
that. I remember, hell yeah. Cool. Yeah, baby. So I don't how far you stay from like the strip and shit, baby?
I'm like 20 minutes.
You go down there and shit, you know the strip and shit.
Nigga, I'm always down. I be pimping these hoes. Nah, I'm fucking with you, bros. Nah, I'm always down there, bros. I'm
So, you know, like south of the strip, you got like there's that fucking like they got all them shopping complexes and shit. The ones got like the Smiths and shit in it.
You talking about right after the Mandalay Bay? You talking about the town
Yeah,
square? Or
like a mile. No, like a mile down, mile and a half down. It's on the opposite side of Mandalay Bay. It's got like a fucking McDonald's and a
yeah.
Smith's.
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah.
So there's a black bear down there, bro. The 2 days of the fanfare and the fight, because that the first day is you can go meet the fighters all day, and the second day you go meet them in the morning and then go to the fights. We meet at like fucking 6:30 in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning at Black Bear to eat, bro, and then we go over to the
God
expo all
damn.
day.
6:30 in the morning? Shit. That's early.
What you talking about, bro? That's 3:30 my time.
Yo, I'm about to hop on this shit and buy this game, bro. Everybody's talking about this shit.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy it. I'm gonna get good at it. I'm gonna whoop all y'all. Let's see what's
Nah,
up.
and no, for real though, get good at it because you can bet online on this game with other players and shit. You can bet like $5, $10, 20. I'm
You
pretty sure.
can bet the people you're playing?
Yeah, that's this website. You can bet people online. You can bet on Madden. You can bet on UFC. You can bet on like other games, whatever's available. Like you bet on real money, bro. Like shit get
Nah,
crazy.
hey, baby. Actually, it was funny, bro. I need to start doing that. Send me the name of that website, cause, bro, I was playing this dude earlier, like maybe like 2 hours ago, and he went up 17-0 on me in Madden, right? And it was the fourth quarter. I was like, what the fuck, bro? This fool's defense is good. He's like, yeah, you ain't doing shit on me, white boy. Like, he was talking shit. I was like, all right, bro. I didn't say nothing to him, bro. I came back, won that shit 27-17, unanswered in the fourth quarter. Motherfucker
Damn.
was pissed, bro. He was like, fuck you, fucking cracker. Like, just going off on me, bro. I was like, this
Yeah.
fool's mad.
They bet all day in Madden, bro. Like, yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna give you the
trying, yeah.
website. I'm gonna give you the website. I gotta find it.
Yeah, I'm game with that. Let's do that shit.
All right. I think I'm about to close this bitch down. It's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning here. I guess I'll try to get some fucking sleep. It don't matter. I gotta be back up at 6 anyway, so
I
no
don't know
fuck.
how you do it, Joe. Like, how the fuck do you sleep on 3 hours and just start your day like it's nothing?
It's just you gotta do that shit. I don't know, bro. I'm I've had many nights where you just sleep is not an option.
Man, that's
Just
deep. That's deep. That's what's up.
yeah, I can't, bro. I have done some dumb shit in my life, bro. That's all I can say.
Hey, real quick, I just read this game crossplay too, so any of y'all need your ass whooped, let's get it.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
so I only gotta
hey,
buy one copy. Oh hell yeah.
man, I'm unstoppable fight night, so I know my skills can transition to another game because I already know how to like maneuver. I got the IQ, bro. I'm
I wish they
special,
would make.
bro.
I know you're trying to close this out real quick, but I just want to say this. I wish they'd make the UFC games better. Like, I'm good, but it's just like, bro, they like you can only do so many moves,
Bro,
but
The
they make it all.
mechanics is
I
trash.
like two. Two was like
Yes,
sweet,
two
bro.
was good because the movement was more like, what's the right word? Like loose.
It was like playing a video
Yeah,
game, bro. I don't give a
yeah.
fuck about all that move the stick this way and rotate it.
Nah,
Bro,
man,
it's
that
a fucking
mechanics matter,
video
bro.
game. It's a
He said,
video
I don't give a fuck.
game.
Nah, the
Anyway.
mechanics kind of off though on UFC 4 though. It's like I don't like the mechanics.
No, I don't like that shit neither. Anyway, man, I'm shutting this shit down. You boys have a good night. You boys on the West Coast, enjoy your evening. You still should have some hours left before you go to bed. I'm fucking going to bed. Dead Picks, thanks for getting them tweets up there, bro. You've been doing that shit a couple weeks in a row. And I don't even have that shit on the option on the phone that I use. On the phone that I use, I don't even have that fucking option. So it's weird. Any old way, man. I'll talk.